Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. This is probably the third time you've seen me today. A couple of watch-alongs, but we're here. FA Cup. Nothing beats the FA Cup. But we play on a Monday, so we have to talk about something. And there's a lot to talk about, you know. There's a lot to talk about. Benzema links, striker links. Werner decided to choose Tottenham. We've also got some player revolt. Apparently, players are not happy with Ten Hag's methods. We'll get on to that. And also, Hannibal Majebri is in a bit of a hijacking situation. Not literally, but he is on the verge of leaving Man United. Several clubs are after him. But listen, we've got a couple of people on the panel today with me. Flawless will be on his way. But we've got Dominic. It's been a while. I don't know when's the last time you were on the channel, man. It isn't Rants. For those that are wondering, it's not Rants. He doesn't look like him, but it's not Rants.
He's got the art cap on as well.
It happens every time, exactly. Man. Every single time, brother.
Yep, absolutely, man. But how are you, man? How you been? How's your Christmas, New Year's?
Yeah, man. It was good, man. It was a nice balance between forgetting about United and you know what? I had more faith in Santa Claus coming down the chimney than United win anything, man. So it was it was good, man. Spend time with the kids. It was good.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Big up to you, man. Double A, big up to you, mate. Everything all good. I know you're not feeling well. You've got the same thing that I had, man. But all good nonetheless.
Yeah, feeling like Cameron circa 2003 in this hoodie, feeling nice and warm. One thing I have to say, Genuinely, I've not made this up. So before you saw my dog, right?
Yeah.
My dog. Say this is for you. My dog's name is Dixon, and I almost had some cider before. So.
Oh, listen. All right, listen. You gotta be careful on the internet, man. But no, I like that, man. Big up to you, man. Big up your dog as well.
Good to be back. It's been a few weeks since I've been on, so it's good to be back. Ash.
Yeah.
It's good to meet Dom and obviously Saeed. Bless up the chat. Best chat on YouTube. I'm excited to be back and raring to go, man. Can't wait.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We got Ash in the building. Ash, how are you, mate? Everything all good?
Yeah. I mean, as good as it can be, other than the fact that Christmas and New Year got completely ruined by this illness that's going around for everyone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just being able to breathe has been a positive lately. So, but yeah. Happy New Year to chat and everything, and hoping the best for everyone in a big 2024 for us and Man United. Hopefully, we'll see where it goes.
Absolutely.
With the new owners and that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Big up to Man United fan for life. Big up the panel, all our legends. Thank you for the nice message, my friend. Big up to everybody who sends a donation, sends any message of encouragement. Over 500 in there already. Smash the like button on the video. But yeah, lads, I'll start with you, Dom. Manchester United are in need of a striker. They're looking at maybe a loan deal. Doesn't really sound good. We've had Werner, we've had Igalo, we've had a lot of loan strikers. It's not been great. Do Man United need a striker in your opinion? Because obviously today we missed out on Werner. He's gone to Tottenham. But we'll get on to Benzema and all of that stuff. But do you believe Man United do need a striker in your eyes?
For 1 second, I thought you were about to say we had a gal, but you said Igalo. I was like, Lord, we are striking.
Igalo, yeah.
Man. Wow. Look, I'll be honest with you, man. It doesn't matter what we do, man. We are just a funeral graveyard for any decent player, man. They're decent players. They're always good on paper. As soon as they come to Man United, it just messes up, bro. Like I don't think we need anything. I don't think we need anything right now because it won't work out, bro. It's like a chicken walking into the wrong restaurant, bro. It's game over if he goes into KFC. It's game over, man. It's done.
Yeah.
See you later. It's one of those things that I keep thinking about this all the time, bro. Is that we are not set up to help people succeed. We're not. If you ask yourself right now, what people have we made better? And I mean, the price has gone up. People are like, oh my gosh, we need to take this player off Manchester United. Apart from Rashford at one point when PSG were like, oh, potentially, we don't even know if that was real. Who have we actually made better? So if you're asking me the question, do we need a striker? Yes, we do. Do we need it right now? Not really, because it's not going to end up good. All of a sudden, he's not going to get the ball in midfield. The defense is not going to pass the midfield and get to him. We're not going to. It's just pointless, bro. It's just pointless. Everything's just wrong. The soup don't taste good. It's not good, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is what we heard today anyway. Fabrizio Romano, Tottenham, Werner, deal in place. He's on loan for the rest of the season. No buy-up option. Double A, are you a fan of Werner? And are you kind of like one of them where you're kind of like, oh, we missed out? Or you like, listen, he's absolutely wank, basically.
Well, his track record in the Premier League isn't good, is it? You know, we saw there's a player there somewhere, whether it's a Bundesliga player. When he was at Leipzig, you know, he was a top class striker in, was it 1920? Was it that season when he was absolutely ripping it apart? Looks like a world beater, and everyone was kind of after him. Chelsea ended up getting him. But Dom's absolutely spot on, is what he's saying. Yeah, like any player that comes to Manchester United is set up to fail. They will not succeed under the current owners, management, coaching, whatever it is at this club at the moment. No player is set up to fail. They come in. Some players have a nice little, you know, bounce. Come in, look good. Bruno's, you know, one, and then frustrates the hell out of you. Rashford, absolute purple patch player, looks good one season, and then now, you know, back to 21-22 form. So personally, I'm glad we haven't got him, because I don't think, for me, you know, seeing him in the Premier League and especially in a team that struggles to create chances, I think he would just be it'd be a Bratwurst Rashford. You know what I mean? He just wouldn't excite you at all, and I think he'd just frustrate a lot of United fans. The problem is, like, you know, the main issue I have is the fact that the club continuously push out this rhetoric and this angle that, oh, we don't like the January transfer window. January transfer window is not something we like to shop at when every other club does it. We've even done it with Bruno, and he came in and transformed our season almost. So the fact that they then did a blind eye to this window, it's 6 P's in it. Piss poor preparation, prevent. Oh no, proper. Well, whatever it is, I can't remember.
We understand.
6 P's. 6 P's. That's what I'm talking about. The 6 P's. They just fail to prepare. So all the time, we don't go into the season fully prepared for both windows, and that's why we scrap around for players. I was watching that video the other day from a show last season or this season saying about we're like supermarket sweep. We just trawl the aisles and then the big inflatable banana and all that at the end. That's what Manchester United are. And the fact you look at the 3 strikers, none of them are the same. Werner, Choupo-Moting, and Marlon. Like, I mean, where's the profile? What kind of profile are you just again bargain basement? See what's left, see what's cheapest, and get them in. I reckon we'll end up with Chupa Chups. I think we'll go for the lolly. But I think it's dead. Again, we've seen him in the Premier League. We've seen him at Stoke. Did absolutely nothing. But because he's done all right and scored a couple of goals for PSG and Bayern, all of a sudden it's like, well, yeah, get him in and hopefully he does something. But
are you talking about Choupo-Moting?
Yeah, Chupa Chups. Yeah.
Bro, I'm tired of that name because I'm just like, we've been linked with him for like 5 years, man. You know what I mean, bro? I'm sure we linked with him under Ollie. You know what I mean, bro? It's just
we were.
It's long, man. He's rubbish, bro. He's rubbish.
Yeah.
I think he'll be the one now. He'll be the one now. We're hearing more about. I think a report saying he's interested in the move. But
now
if I was going to go for Eddie, out of the 3 I've seen, the one that not excites me the most, the one I'd take the most, and we should have used it as a bargaining chip, or hopefully we have, it's probably Marlon, to be honest with you. Obviously, the striker I'd take from there. But what I'm saying is, Saeed, out of the 3 options, I would take him the most. I think he has, for me, a high ceiling, and he's unproven in the Premier League.
He's actually so dead.
Bro,
I watched him at Dortmund. He's a failed striker. He's now playing on the wing as a result.
Did he back 2 against us in pre-season though?
Oh, come on, man. Pre-season. I mean, there's a question here. We should get Mitrovic on loan with option to buy. And then this one here, big up to Sheik, man. He was on my calling show. He's on Sarcasm City a lot as well. Big up to Sheik.
Yeah, Sheik's my don, man. Big up Sheik every single time.
Yeah, big up Sheik, man. He came on the calling show yesterday. Made some good points, man. Big up the GOATs. Thoughts on Karim Benzema links. Sarcasm City represents. Listen, hear me out, guys.
Oh, don't do it, man. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
No. Hear me out.
Oh,
because I'm not hearing all these names. I'm not hearing Marlon, Werner, and all these guys, Choupo-Moting. If you're telling me Karim Benzema is available for 6 months, I'm slapping your hand off.
Bro, seriously, whoa.
Karim Benzema is available for 6 months.
Do you know what people... No.
Linking back up. No. Linking back up with Casemiro and Varane.
No, Ash, you're playing Sims, man. You're playing Sims. It don't work like this. Listen. The only time people say "hear me out" is when they're in prison, man, and they're trying to get interviewed. All right, it's wrong. Listen, right? I'll tell you right now.
You know what it is, though, D. What it is? Benzema brings experience, doesn't he? Choupo-Moting's 34. And what's he bringing? What's he bringing to us? He's got nothing. Whereas Benzema's going to teach. No. Imagine the little bits of gems that he's going to offer for Højlund. Do you know what I mean?
Højlund. That's what I'm saying.
Stop it. No.
Hold on a moment.
Basically, he's saying you want to bring in a consultant. Is that what you're saying? Just bring him in as a consultant and then use his wisdom, send him on his way.
Exactly, because we only need it for 6 months. And you look at the striker market, it's dead. There's no strikers out there. I mean,
Ash, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, bro. What are you trying to get from this? Like this whole conversation of what striker do we need? What are people trying to get from this? What are you expecting?
What can we get from this?
I know, but what are you expecting? All right, let's go from it. Say you get a rubbish striker, you're expecting him to just get more goals than Højlund. That's easy. Højlund scored 1. All right, listen.
Yeah.
If you got amazing striker, what you expect him to invigorate the team, make them play better, help us get top 4? Both things ain't gonna happen, bro. They're not going to happen.
Sure. And that's why Benzema's like a nice little, just through for 6 months, give a little bit of gems to Højlund. He's got that experience. He's got that culture. Do you know what I mean? He understands what it means to play for a big club. He'll be desperate to prove himself in the Premier League. Like we saw Ibra in his first season, like we saw Cavani. What did Cavani score? 17 in his first season. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying that Benzema comes in, under the Old Trafford lights. I think he's going to get us at least 10, at least.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Wow,
I'm sorry,
listen,
bro.
I can't lie, man. I think you guys are looking at it the wrong way, yeah. Yeah, Benzema's not the same player anymore, but you're looking at a guy who could give guidance to Højlund, like he says, yeah, could give us a bit of quality, and it's no obligation to buy. I don't want Benzema for the next 4 or 5 years. He's not going to be playing here. I'm just saying 6 months is better than Marlon. What is Marlon going to give us, guys?
He's better than Marlon. He's better than Choupo-Moting. He's better than who else is he better than? He's better than all of them.
Yeah, I can't believe that we're looking at this as if it's a bad thing for him for 6 months. He's still quality. No, it's not like it's not like Benz fell off. Look at him in his last season at Real Madrid for 6 months.
20 odd goals,
bro. But you know, Flawless, this is the thing. When people keep saying, "Look at what he did for Real Madrid," bro. We're Manchester United. We keep doing this every time. It's not, but look,
that's my name, though, man.
We're not Manchester United anymore.
Wait, let him land. We keep doing. What do we keep doing?
We keep doing this thing where, look, he did well for Real Madrid, so he'll do well for us. We're crap. Manchester United are crap.
Yeah, but Casemiro and Varane did well for us, though.
Yeah, but look, Casemiro, what's he doing now? He was playing crap before he got injured.
No, he was, but we can't let like a few bad games this season erase
what he did last season. We can let a few good players get crap because the rest of the players are crap.
No, that's true. Right? So we shouldn't try and sign good players then because everybody's
No. We shouldn't try and sign players right now under what we're doing right now. It's not going to be good. Right, here we go.
So
right, we bring Benzema. What we should do is, because nothing's going to save this, bro. What are our ambitions? Why I always say, if you're going to make a move, tell me what your end goal is first. What's the end goal you're trying to achieve? Because if you're trying to achieve top 4, what you think Benzema is going to be a difference to get top 4?
Definitely he could be. Yes.
I think you guys are forgetting our team, bro. Do you know what our team creates?
The team's not good, but the thing is, I agree with you. We are more than just a Benzema away, but we should still aim to get better.
But Benzema I get that. But for me, right, we're going to have to pay a lot of money for Benzema, right? In terms of wages, a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Okay. For me,
I reckon 50-50, I reckon.
But we've let a lot of big wait. We've let a lot of big wages go, so let's do it for 6 months. So what?
We're always paying big money anyway.
Yeah,
D,
okay. D, we don't get Benzema. Who should we get?
Bro, I'll be honest with you. No, but this is the thing. But I'll be honest with you. I don't think Benzema is the answer to what we're trying to do.
Cool. So what is it? So give us another potential answer then if it's not Benz.
Give me some options, bro. Because all we're doing is Benzema.
The thing is, though, the thing is, out of the options currently that we are being linked with, he is the best one. No.
So for me, I don't just go based on the January transfer window's open right now. It's the 6th of January, right? Give me some more options, bro. If I'm going to go and buy a house, I ain't looking at the first couple of houses I see because they're 36 and scored against
You're thinking of this as a house. This ain't. We're just looking for somewhere to stay for 6 months.
Airbnb, innit?
Airbnb. That's what we're looking for.
This is the thing.
Airbnb, man.
Hey, flawless. Right? If you could get a mortgage, right, or rent for 6 months, what would you do?
But we can't afford a mortgage.
We can't get no mortgage. There's no mortgage.
Wait. You told me you had money.
No decent houses on the market anyway.
We've needed a mortgage for the longest amount of time.
There was one just gone to Benfica for 80 million euros.
I actually think we need both because do we need someone long term? Yes, I said this in the summer, even though it wasn't going to happen. Hypothetically, I would have took Benz. The fact that we let him go Saudi is crazy. It should have been him, Højlund, and another striker. We should have signed 3.
Come back.
Now we're talking.
Come back to me in 2 weeks after we've gone through the right move app and done all the filters. Yeah. Then come back to me and say, what options do we have? If the only option we have concrete is Benzema, fine. It's not my money. I don't care.
Look at this though. Book of Eli saying here is for 6 months. That's it. Yeah. That's for 6 months.
Mate,
you're not doing more.
The thing is, the thing is, let's say we sign him and it goes wrong. All right, we send him back. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, no, but this is the thing. All right, so are we taking money out of the equation then? Just tell me now, if this whole conversation, are we taking money out of it?
Yes, because it's 6 months and it's carrying Benzema, and if he gets here and he performs anywhere near to his level, he improves
out, by the way,
massively.
Yeah, man,
if he performs anywhere, so you don't think carrying Benzema, if he comes here and he performs to a good level, does not improve this team massively?
You know what it is? It's not that. Where I'm coming from this is that one player can't make a massive difference like this, bro. It can't.
Okay, all right. Some of the difference, then you can't. So he can't improve us at all.
He's not going to make us worse.
He's not going to make us worse. But I think
does he improve us at all? Then does he not improve us at all?
My ambition for this team right now, I don't even think it's going to happen. My ambition is top 4. The reason that I'm not fixed about Benzema is because I don't think he can alone get us top 4.
I don't think any player alone can get us top 4.
So what's the point then? So what's the point? Are we just doing this for entertainment?
So by that logic,
you don't give up the season in January. You don't.
Wait. So D, by that logic, then we don't sign anybody. Then
for me, if you want to do it for entertainment, all good.
It's not entertainment. So I'm asking.
Essentially, the season is written off, innit? So we are now trying to scrap, and why not try and push? We're not out of it until we're mathematically out of it. So if Benzema is free for us to come, he 100% improves our forward line in every single way. He adds class. He adds like experience, and like we've all been saying, for Højlund, having 6 months under Benzema is a million times better than having it under Marlon, Choupo-Moting, Werner, Martial. There's so many pros to it that outweigh the cons. The only con I can think of,
you know what I think,
is the money.
Help the wide players as well, you know.
In this team.
The thing about
help the wide players as well.
I agree. I do agree with you in regards to not one player. One player alone isn't going to make a massive difference. I agree, but what I'm saying is you just still aim to do it. If you get an improvement, even if it's 5%, you should go and get it.
But for me, I get it. But for me, I think we're going on Benzema's name at the moment, bro. He's 36.
No, I'm not going on his name.
He's gone to a league. He's gone to a league where it's not competitive in the slightest for the money, right? Where's his head at, bro? Where's his head at?
I'm not going for his name because I said I wanted him in the summer.
He's a professional though.
I would have took him in the summer.
Professional.
Yeah.
He's the ultimate professional for me.
What do you mean? I would have took him in the summer. Why would I would have took him in the summer? So he's not
right,
much change.
Let me ask you a question then. If there's that player, who's he play for? Black guy, we're linked to him. He plays for Stuttgart. What's his name?
Garassi. Garassi.
Let's not all
that's a whole other conversation though. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. Because that means we have money. We then have money.
Let's not act like we're like flicking scouting him and stuff. We just watch YouTube, whatever, right? Look, exactly. I don't know. He might have
purple patch. There's a reason why I know the team are going for him.
This is what I mean. Just in general, right? Just using him as a proxy, anything like that, right? For me, I'd rather be scouting someone, right, and taking him on loan now, whatever, if we can't afford it, with a view to signing in the summer. So at least he's now coming in with a bit of time to embed with the team, get to know the philosophy, has a whole pre-season that's ready to go next season, rather than having someone who has no vested interest in our club, no vested long-term interest, because he's going to be here for 6 months. We need to start thinking the long term. It's too short term for me, man.
So the thing is, just on that,
go on. You go.
Who could you possibly name that would allow you to do that? We could get long term, because Garassi, obviously Stuttgart's main guy, they're not going to allow him to go alone for 6 months. They want the money now.
Of course.
So there's literally no way he can talk. What we need is a stopgap, unfortunately. That's, again, what I was saying, the failings of the club and the hierarchy, again, allowing United to ponder on and continually trip themselves up and fail because they don't prepare properly. So for me, I agree with you. I would love us to have some forward planning and actually look in October, November and December to think, right, as soon as it's January the 1st, we attack and we get someone in, if not long term, short to long term. But we know that's never going to happen. So at the moment, we are basically like scraping the barrel, and of the options available, we have to just talk about what's on the table. And on the table is the players we've mentioned. And there's been links to Rafa Silva as well from Benfica tonight, because they've gone and got Leonardo in. But if you're asking me a question of who would I have out of all these options, Benzema is an absolute no-brainer. I don't care about the money. I don't care about anything. The fact he's a world-class striker still. And you talk about where's his head at. But you've noticed, from me personally, how many players are suffering for him in the Saudi League. Jordan Henderson wants to leave. Neves wants to leave.
Oh, yeah. No one's like
to leave after a couple of weeks. The only one that's doing well is the guy that's passed it and over the hill and moans a lot, and Ronaldo. That's about it.
Yeah, it's just for me, I'm just over this short-termism, bro. Don't get me wrong. I like Benzema. Of course, he's a baller. I have no doubt. He's obviously going to do better than Rashford and Højlund. The bar's low. Don't give a crap. But for me, it's just the short-termism. We're always like, okay, it's just for 6 months. We'll figure it out later. Why can't we start now? We've got a new process.
Because we're not built to, DN. You know this.
Yeah. But we've got this is the thing. We're not built to. But this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, from my personal opinion, what I hope we can start doing from now. Look, Ratcliffe, no one knows who he's going to be. We don't know. He might flop just like everybody else.
I know he's going to flop, man.
You know,
we ain't even spoken on it, D, and I know you don't believe in Ratcliffe. We ain't even spoken about it.
Come on. Everybody thinks he's going to be our savior. But
exactly. See, this is my point, D. We haven't even spoken on it, and we agree. I know that you don't believe in Ratcliffe. We agree on that.
Oh, come on. What
There's a super chat here.
You know what I mean?
Danby, big up to Danby, member of the channel. He says, giving up on long term until Glazers leave. So Benzema in for me. Moments FC is all we can enjoy for the next few years. He is world class, big up, flawless. Hey, my thing is, I don't think I'm thinking about the there's a couple of people that said to me, this is Saeed, this is wrong. This is what everything United are bad at. Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, Jim Ratcliffe is not sorting anything out right now. As it stands, Jim Ratcliffe is not doing anything right now. He hasn't even got his footballing people in. This idea that I said to you, that Benzema to the summer, and then they bring in their long-term vision. We need to get by to the end of the season. Same way we need to get by, Percy, for me, with Ten Hag to the end of the season, because I don't really believe in the manager anymore, but we have to get by because apparently they're thinking summer is the best time to change the manager. So it works both ways. And I need Højlund to learn from someone, because I don't think Martial's teaching him anything, because Martial's always on maybe injured or not available. I need someone to help him out. Benny McCarthy's not helping him out at the minute. Someone needs to help him out and say, right, this is how you become a top player. Learn from me. If that means 6 months of learning, and then Benzema helps us out with our team shape or whatever, and maybe helps the likes of Garnacho in terms of link-up play, then so be it. That's what I look at it like that. Because I'm not taking Marlon because of this Ten Hag bogey kind of almost, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with his agency. And then you've got, who else is in there? Garaski. Again, you have to spend money. Timo Werner, I'm glad we didn't get. So it's the best.
That would have been awful. That would have been awful.
Terrible, man.
That would have been that would have been. I'm so glad that Spurs have decided to go get him, because that would have been awful. Timo Werner is an absolutely horrendous. That would have been up there with Mount. He'll
probably do it right for Tottenham, though.
I actually think he'll score goals for Tottenham. He'll score in their system and they're ready to play.
Yeah, he will, same way Richarlison does, and I don't want Richarlison here either. It's the same thing.
Just going to what Saeed was saying then about bringing the striker in to learn off. Like, we have to be careful with that, because obviously a couple of seasons ago we brought Ronaldo in and everyone was thinking, oh, that winner's coming in, he's going to help. The only person he helped was Sancho to act like an absolute dickhead. So we need to be careful with bringing these old players in.
Bro, I'm being honest with you.
I think we can judge, but Benz and Ronaldo's two completely different. They like Benz's. There's never been any issue. Hey, look at Vinicius Jr. That's because of Benz.
I don't know. You say that all that issue with the French squad and all that.
Yeah, Benzema's the name. Benzema's not the nicest guy in the world, bro.
Yeah, who cares if he's nice, man?
No, but he's had issues too with the media and different things. He's not a saint. But what I'm trying to say to you, right?
None of them are saying. I'm saying, is he of quality? And he is of quality. I don't get the pushback on signing him. We are not a long-term. We haven't been, and are not a long-term club. We're not.
Tell me one good signing. And I need not even one. Tell me a couple good signings we've done in January that are literally like 36 out of their prime, who've done really well.
Henrik Larsson.
Are we going that far back?
Okay, answer that question. Answer that. Who have we signed? Wait,
Henrik Larsson.
Henrik Larsson, number one, was a good signing. Two, who have we signed that's 36 in January? Apart from Larsson.
Who we signed that's over the hill, who's past their prime in January and has made a difference to our team?
Who we ever signed? That's a zero.
I'll give you some.
Let's be honest. Look at Benzema.
No. The reason why you can't give me any time on that question is because there's no answer to that, because we've never signed anybody apart from Larsson.
What do you mean?
Name the players.
Igalo and
boys. You look at Benzema comes into this league.
But Igalo and Weghorst, before you go, Igalo and Weghorst are nowhere near the level of Benzema anyway.
I get that, bro.
Their primes are nowhere near him. What are we talking about?
Tell me, 6 months, short term. Bro,
yes.
If someone, right, tell me this, Flores, right? You got a house, okay? Someone says, bro, actually, no. Remember with Jose Mourinho? When he never actually got a house, and people were like, "Why is the brother staying in a hotel? What's going on? Is he here?" Is he
in the Lowry?
All of us were talking about it. Don't act like you were like, why did he not really invest himself for the long-term vision? The guy's paying money. Benzema's going to come. You know, you say, "Oh yeah, he's going to learn from the team." Bro, everyone will know that Benzema's out soon. Everyone will know. Everyone will know. And there's a difference.
What about cherish him while he's here?
What is he?
Cool. No, the thing is, I hear that. We all know he's going to be here short term. But the thing is,
he's not a dog, bro. But you can't cherish him. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, he improves. But the thing is, on paper,
he
improves us. I don't see the doubt. There's no downside to it, even if you get him and it goes wrong.
Oh, no. This is the problem. This is where we differ, bro. I hear what you're saying. You're saying there's no downside, but you're missing an opportunity here, bro. You're missing an opportunity.
Benzema don't stop it. Why do we get both? What's the opportunity missing?
You're saying there's no downside. If he flops, there's no downside. But what if he flops, right? And we could have used that money to do something else.
Okay, but what money is it? What money? Okay, he's not stopping. He's not taking from the pot. He's not taking because there's no transfer fee.
But the thing, we're 6 days into January, right? Yeah. We're all saying yes, Benzema 100%. Yeah. We don't know what's going on. We don't know any.
We don't. We're speculating, but we could sign two. The thing is, no, you're saying what does Benzema take away from? He's not taking away from the pot. So what are you talking about?
No. He's taking away the pot in terms of wages. 100%
but we've lost a lot of people on wages, so the money's there in terms of wages. So he's not taking away from the pot. Who's he taking away from?
Right, if you've got a pot, mate, if you've got a pot of 5 oranges and Benzema says, I want 4 oranges, you got 1 orange left.
But he's not 4 oranges of the 5 pot oranges. This is all speculation.
How many oranges are you going to be there, bro?
This is probably 1. You know what I'm saying? What? We've lost it. Probably the reason why I say 1. No, the reason why I say 1 is because we've let go a lot of players on money over the past few years. He's the hair money.
Mate, bro, that's money that you could spend on someone else, bro. That's all.
Okay, do you trust? Okay, so let me ask you, D, you don't trust this? But it's not. That's on the club. Stop blaming Benzema because we can sign both. Benzema should not stop another striker coming in.
No,
stop backing the club.
What I'm saying is that we can think differently, man. We can think differently. Give me some more options.
I'm saying so more. I'm saying two. The thing is, I'm saying two. The reason why I'm saying what you're saying is wrong is because Benzema should not stop another striker coming in. We can sign 2 strikers in January.
Bro, I understand what you're saying, but I need more options, man.
The thing is, I'm agreeing with you, D. All I'm saying is Benzema should not stop another striker coming in.
Okay,
that's the point I'm making.
I just feel like we're a little bit too quick to pull the trigger and say, yeah, that's the guy. Give me some more options.
I'm saying 2 because there's no more obvious options. You're saying give me more options. None of us 5 here have any other good options.
It's 6th of January. Let's see what options come to fruition.
Remember, it takes this club 3 weeks to do one transfer. 3 to 4 weeks. We don't have that time. We don't have that time, bro.
Yeah, one, we don't. We got games thick and fast. That's true. That is very true. And 2, again, I keep saying this, Benzema should not stop another striker coming in. If we just signed Benzema in January, that's not Benzema's fault. That's on us. Why can't we sign 2? Let me ask you, why can't we sign 2 strikers this window?
Bro, there's nothing wrong with signing 2 strikers.
That's my point. My point is, so you're getting what you want, is Benzema and another option. That's what it should be.
Give me some options, and if the only options in about 2 weeks or even 1 week's time is Benzema, I'm like, look, we've got no one
now
else.
You're missing what I'm saying. I'm saying get 2, Benzema and.
Yeah, but you're saying that we can get 2. When is Man United going to get 2 strikers in January?
Again, so that's on the club. But you're talking about you want a long-term vision. When do we ever deal long-term?
But bro, I'm giving my opinion of what I want from this. That doesn't mean it's going to happen, bro. That's 2 different things.
We gotta be realistic, though.
Yeah, but no, if we're being realistic, take Benzema. But I'm not talking about, if we're going to be realistic, this will be the worst video in the whole world, bro. We're just going to talk like nonsense. I'm talking about my opinion of what I do. I'm saying in this whole situation, I want to do it differently. I don't want to think short term. I don't want to have a player here taking loads of wages that could be an opportunity for someone else. Let's think differently. Give me some stinking options. If there's no options, fine. Let's take Benzema. But I'm not going to tell you what we know what's going to happen because the club's crap. That would be the shortest stream ever. I think in this situation,
I think that's just setting yourself up for disappointment. But all right, first,
bro, we're disappointed.
That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense. I'm expecting. I know what this club's like, whether we get Benz or not.
You know what's mad?
Right.
You know what's mad? Yeah. You know what's mad? Yeah. And like I said to you, I'll bring Ash into it next year. But we don't know what's going on with Ratcliffe. We don't know who he's bringing in. We don't know what they're trying to do. So as fans, we don't need to be kind of like overthinking it. We just right now it's almost as if there's no parents in the gaff and we're all just chilling and we're making our rules. That is true though. There's no really kind of owners there. It's in our gaff. Let's just cause mayhem for 6 months while the house is gonna get fixed. Yeah, let's just have a bit of fun. Yeah, Ash, bring in Benzema, bring in a bit of vibe because the season's practically done. We're out of everything, bro. We're seeing haram football, man. I am seeing garbage football. I am seeing the worst attack in Manchester United's history. And I'm not even saying it. And people say to me, no to Benzema? Are you mad?
Are you basically saying we need to do a house party, basically? We're going to invite Benzema for 6 months.
Party, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just enjoy
I
it.
know some of your
Benzema
best
house
moments.
party would be a
Hey,
vibe.
D, because I know some of the best moments of your life growing up have been at house parties. So let's do it.
Oh, for real.
Facts.
For
That's why
real.
you laughing. You know what I'm saying? You remember the girl I'm talking
Look,
about.
if we're doing
Exactly.
look at you. You know what? Saying fine. If you're saying that, you know what? Bud it all, right? This is just let's just light the house on fire. Let's invite Benzema. Who else is free?
Nah, you know what? You know what though,
Yeah.
D? You're going on like Benzema doesn't come into the Premier League and be one of the top 5 strikers in the league instantly. Do you know what I mean? Benzema's
bro?
Yes.
Benzema's
Name 5 best
instantly
strikers.
one of the best.
Name
I
5
mean,
best strikers.
not only
Name
yeah,
5
go on,
best
name 5 better.
in the Premier League right now.
Not as an individual striker with Manchester United.
Even with Manchester United. Yes.
You know, you say that, D, but listen for a moment, because you consider that Højlund's not had any kind of build-up play at all. Benzema's got that. Benzema can bring Garnacho in, he can bring Rashford in, he can get the best out of those two players. So he's bringing that and teaching that element to Højlund for the future. So in regards to the other options and what's out there, there's nothing that's better than Benzema in the short term. And if you're talking long term, I wouldn't want to rush it by doing it in January. I'd want to take 6 months to make a decision and wait in the summer to finally find our man, let Brailsford and the Ineos boys settle in and kind of understand and get themselves a short list and all that together. In regard to Benzema, though, it's one of those where I'd rather get him done early on in the window so we can utilise him for the rest of the window rather than waiting until January 30. We've already missed a month, loads of games. In this league this season, 3 wins in a row, that takes you 2 or 3 places up. That puts us in top 4. Do you know what I mean? Well, 4. So it's one of those, you bring in someone like a Benzema, like someone who's proven, got the caliber, got the personality, got the ability to play at Old Trafford, because there's plenty of options out there that might come to Old Trafford. They step on that Old Trafford turf, the pitch. You've seen it many times before. They fell apart, wobbled, melted. Do you know what I mean? Benzema's not going to melt. He's going to rise up. He's going to bring players into the play.
Ash, you made a great point, Ash. Yeah. I'm going to be honest. You made a great point, right? It's just, if the team were operating at like a 5, 10 is unbelievable. 10's like, yeah, but what? If they're operating at a 5, I'll be like, you know what? Even though Benzema, bring him in straight away. We're operating at 1.
Yeah, but that's
what I'm
saying. It raises the levels.
Players.
It raises the levels, though.
I don't know.
My thing is,
man.
No, my thing is, I'm big up Rance in the building. Says we need Benzema. This manager definitely cannot handle him. Sack him. It makes sense. Got to be skunked to not want Karim. You know what's mad? Yeah, I don't know if Karim. I don't know. Yeah, big up Rance here. I don't know if the manager can handle it. That's another question, anyway. To be honest with you, my thing is, well, before I read the super chats,
Saeed, but that's every player though. What D is saying, I hear it in regards to us being at a 1.
I hear
so
him
that's
as
every player. So any player we're bringing in, whether it's Marlon, to promoting whoever that the case may be, is going to be in the same boat. So then we sign nobody then, and we stay in the same place. The aim should be to improve. I'm saying the aim. I don't think Benzema's the savior. I'm just looking at improvement. And does he improve us?
Yeah,
on paper.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I shout out to Lucas, man, towards United's transfer budget. Big up West Ham fan from Australia, man. Big up to you, man, bro. And then Knowledge says here, why a man's always talking about long term when our short term is shit? Do you know what long term is? Just a series of great form short term decisions. Get the short term right.
No. Let me educate Knowledge. You obviously can't spell it either.
All right, listen, this is knowledge, you know. This is knowledge.
That's ironic. You can't even spell the word. Let me do this. You're saying long-term decisions. This is how you do a long-term, right? You think about your end goal. What are you trying to achieve? You start a company. You look at the company that you want to be, the industry or the whatever. Say you want to do trainers. You look at Nike. You look at Adidas and say, what are they doing? What are the little markers they're making? How are they building this business? Who have they got around them? What industry? What's their niche? Then, once you've got the long-term goals, the ambitions, and the objectives, you figure out how you're going to make those micro movements. You've got the macro, then you've got the micro. You can't think short-term first to build the long-term. That makes no sense. Think long-term first, and then what are the small moves to make that happen?
Have we got to long-term, though? We haven't got the roadmap to long-term. We've only just got right now. We're coming. Jim Rackett's going to come in. But that's what I'm saying to you. So then why are you kind of almost
because
like...
I want to change it, Saeed. That's my whole point. I want to change it to be long term.
So you'd rather sign no one?
This window.
Would you rather sign no one, though?
It's not going to change your window. Yeah, it's not going to change your window.
Changing this window.
Change your window.
You're looking at that process of it changing. It'll be the next window. You think, obviously, they've only just announced that Ratcliffe is going to take over or be part owner, whatever. there's no way they're going to turn that structure. They've not even had it fully rubber stamped yet, so they can't even make any decisions on the football side anyway. So we're still going off Mercer and Arnold plans. So we know already, like I say before, Arnold said it. They don't like, or Mercer said it, whoever. They don't like buying players in January. So it's always got to be loans. So I think it's a waste of energy you thinking about what you would like in the long term, because we know for a fact it's a short-term fix only. That's all we're gonna get.
That's the thing. But this is coming from what I want.
Oh yeah, and I agree with that, and I would love the same as well. But I know what Manchester United are. I know how Manchester United operate. So, like I say, it's wasting energy to even think that they're gonna do that. Because
absolutely. This is completely based on what I would want them to do. Yeah. Right? I know they're not going to do it. If I was me in this situation, taking everything that we've done before and all the previous evidence that we've seen in January, all the years gone by, this will not work or achieve what we want it to achieve. Because they're not going to say we want Benzema just to entertain us and make us go from a 2 to a 5. They're going to say we want Benzema to get us into the top 4. I don't think this team is good enough for Benzema. Benzema's 36, whatever. All the players are worse than him. He is better than him. But I don't trust Bruno. I don't trust the manager right now that he can get the best out of Benzema. I don't trust anything. So for me, I'm thinking, what is the point? We're going to make him be the savior, have to do everything. If he had one bad game and like, oh, what have we done? Man United are rubbish again. Why'd they buy a 36-year-old for short term who's not?
He's not a savior though, because he's going to be gone in the summer, innit?
No, but I'm saying, bro, this is what I'm saying. They will say that everybody will say he's supposed to help us get top 4. He's supposed to be the top 4 savior.
That comes out to expectations, though. For me,
bro, I just that will happen, Saeed. Are you telling me that people won't say that, bro?
Gassed. Don't get me wrong. But my thing is, I just want him to elevate what we have already. And what we have already ain't great. It's a no-brainer. 6 months. I reckon half the wages will be paid by Al Ittihad and half of the wages will be paid by Man United. And that's what it'll come down to. I think he even might take a wage cut to come to Man United. I think he will, because he'll
have to.
But
3 mil a week. He'd have to.
Yeah. He's going to have to. He's going to have to take a wage cut. I think the energy of the football club, like I said to you, sometimes when you have quality, Luka Modric still playing at the highest level. There's still players, that can still play at the highest level and still give us a lot. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, everyone thought he was dusted. Everyone thought he was finished. Had a massive impact in the year and a half he was here. That was Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Less mobile than Benzema, probably both technically gifted, to be honest with you, but obviously Benzema a little bit more higher in that aspect. But I just want to know, it's better than bringing Marlon, a dusty Dutch winger, another one in Werner, who I know is similar to what we have already. They're similar. It is going to be the same old guy. I'd rather, if you're going to bring in Marlon and all these guys, I'd rather got Josh Hugel and all these guys, keep Pellistri and all these guys that are in there, just keep them in charge, because that's what they're going to give you.
Would you take if they said Benzema, we'll give you Benzema for 6 months, we need a 10 million loan fee, and he's going to get 400k a week, will you take him?
Yeah, but obviously that's the whole conversation, isn't it? 10 million loan fee and whatnot. It's the whole conversation, whole different approach then. But I don't think there's going to be a 10 million loan fee. I don't think there will be, because he said, like I said to you, he's out. I think he's out of favor, but he don't want to be there. They don't want to keep a disgruntled thingy, Benzema. Right, 6 months, clear the air, come back in the summer, we maybe can change it around. That's what it can come down to. So there's a super chat here from MC Neb says, how can Erik ten Hag implement his style of play when there are still 8 players still in the starting lineup from Ollie's Park, the bus era? What do you mean there, mate? Because he chooses to play certain players. He chooses to play McTominay. He chooses to play, certain players that he likes. Obviously, he can't sell everyone, because that's not what he's done, but he's chosen to play them certain players. So I think it comes down to him and his own style and what he wants to do, etc., etc. So I don't know. Personally, I don't really see the style, first of all. But, I don't know. Anyone want to chip in with that one?
There isn't one, is there? So you can't see the style that's not there. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like McTominay in midfield, ghosting. So
yeah,
the man's had 400 million to spend as well. Do you know what I mean? It's not like he's got excuses, like he's not got the players that he's wanted. He wanted Mount, he wanted Onana, he wanted Amrabat, he wanted Anthony. I mean, we talk about Anthony for days. That signing there, the fact that Pellistri's leaving the club before him, it's madness. I not understand. He's tied down with that contract, but He's he's got his men. He's playing McTominay over Hannibal. I don't know, man. He was picking Maguire over Varane. Do you know what I mean? For tactical reasons. So yeah, he's got.
It was Evans over Varane. It was fucking Evans over Varane.
Do you know what I mean?
Really. Yeah. Even though he's been our best defender.
People still talking about Ten Hag's style and giving him any form of benefit of the doubt. This is why that's why I'm not fussed about fans. Even when D was talking about Benz and like what the expectation fans would put on him, I hear it'd be unreasonable, but forget what those fans think. Deliver. Like that's what it is.
Yeah,
I'm saying as fans, some of our fan base will back any old nonsense at this club. Someone can fail for certain players been here 10 years and fans still have conversations about them. How much more evidence you need?
Yeah, man.
Broski's mad. Big up to Eli, Book of Eli. Benzema will, big up, man. Because it will have your 20 points off easy. You know what? Going back to that super chat, by the way, it kind of points into the segue to be fair, before we do that, Hannibal, where should he go? Because there's a bit of a hijacking situation going on. Everton, or should he go to Sevilla? Where do you reckon he should go, by the way, guys?
So can we just quickly just do a thing and see, do people rate Hannibal? I just want to get like an idea of where people think Hannibal is.
I used to, but not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore.
I think he's definitely a player there. I think
I'd have him over McTominay.
Yeah, 100%. And
Ash, don't do that. Ash, I know you got friends, you know what I'm saying, who you would prefer to see in the starting lineup over McTominay. Because I know that factual. Not even joking.
Yeah, that's
Ten Hag did him dirty early this season, and I think for me personally, he looks a bit rash, yes, but he had a decent game. I can't remember which game it was. He played really well, and then he took him off half time against Galatasaray when I don't think he was playing that well, or that bad. Sorry, and we didn't see him again. And even the game after, when he was sort of playing a little bit, that's when he brought McTominay on, and McTominay saved his bacon with them 2 goals. So I think he's been handled really bad by the manager. Another player has been handled really bad. You can talk about Hijack, you can talk about Pellistri as well. Some young players by this manager have been treated awfully. And I think, but for me, if we're going to keep him, Everton's probably the best choice because it's Premier League and he gets a little bit more used to the league. If we're just going to...
Does he get in their team though? Because he's got Decore, Garner Gay, he's got Onana, he's got Jimmy Garner. You know what I mean? There's a lot of midfielders they got, man. Does he really get into their team?
Well, the manager must think though. The manager must think he's worthy of having. Otherwise, Sean Dyche is an idiot.
Yeah, I think he's a squad player. Like he fit what Sean Dyche wants. Hannibal fits that to a T.
Yeah.
Hard working midfielder, 110%.
Yeah.
Fully understand. Talk to himself about.
Yeah. Fully understand why Sean Dyche wants him. Do I believe he's good enough for us? No. I've not seen anything from Hannibal where I go.
He's terrible, man. Honestly, I've seen nothing, man. He's terrible. And just Pereira, I apologize to you, bro, because you were a baller.
Wow.
Man. He was a baller, man.
Bro.
Angel Gomez.
Let's not do the revisionism. He was inconsistent as well.
Angel Gomez. He was one of the worst ones we let go. That kid was.
Yeah,
bro,
Angel Gomez,
man. Mate, is all these players. I mean, kept Hannibal. Like, what is it? Is it because of the name? What is it, man? What Hannibal? Can he play football? Like, what the
hard work, passion in it. That's what it is, man. You gotta be a passion merchant. You know what I mean? To get involved in this one, man.
To your question, Saeed, I don't give a crap where he goes, bro. I don't care where he goes, man. It makes no difference.
We have to make a profit. You know what it is, though. This is all a profit margin because what's gonna happen? We've got to sign him to a new deal. I think I don't know if he's signed a new deal yet.
It's 1 year extension, innit? He's done. 1
year extension. Okay, then. We'll sign him to that 1 year extension, and then we're going to have to get from him about 10 million. So we're not really making a profit, really, to be honest with you. We're just making a bit of a 10 million, a little bit of that, and that's it. You know what I mean? Personally, for me, Sevilla, they're down in the dumps, character and whatnot, bit more technical game. That would be more better for me. But then again, if you want eyes and ears, what's Hannibal done? Right, you can watch Everton most weeks. Or whenever they're playing against the team, you can be like, right, Hannibal played a good game. But I still don't believe I'm looking at Hannibal thinking he's the future. Where seeing now Kobe Maynard went on loan, Sevilla,
McTominay is. We could get 30 mil for McTominay, yeah? And then we're talking about Hannibal going. Like, fuck me. This is fucking scandalous that McTominay's there getting away with this. Right, I know. I'll say it, and I'm
getting away with this. Sorry,
the worst player I've ever seen play for Manchester United because he doesn't play football. He's just a fucking ghost that walks around and scores a couple of goals, and he's absolutely amazing. We can get 30 million from him if we put him on the market now. The teams that will come in for him: Scotland's best player, scored God knows how many goals. We will get 30 million. If we're that desperate for money, like you say, D, we want to go and get a player now. We could get 30 million for him, keep Hannibal, and go and buy a striker. But no, let's go and ship off a young player that we can get probably 10 mil for and keep fucking Casper.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, man.
Don't know what they're doing.
Another one that could be leaving as well is Pellistri, Villarreal. Now Eric Ten Hag is now ready to let him leave now. Villarreal, again, another player. Do we really ever see him making up Man United? To be honest with you, no, probably. That's summer transfer window. They got to, I don't know who told me, but sorry,
he's mishandled. Another player mishandled. Like, you should have let him go in the summer. He's never rated him, and he kept him around. He's kept him around, waiting for Ahmad to come back, in my opinion. Because obviously now Ahmad's back and in the fold. You're starting to see the stories about him going again. Listen, I think there's a player there. He's been underdeveloped by Manchester United. We didn't really know what to do with him. Gets into Uruguay's team consistently. Every international break he's playing. Started in the World Cup. There's a player there. I'd be happy for him to go.
You say that though, Double A. Has he ever scored? He doesn't score goals or gets assists. Do you know what I mean? He has got no end product.
He does for Uruguay. He doesn't go look at his numbers in the last like 10 games. Do you know what I mean? He's got maybe one assist in the last 10 games. Do you know what I mean? He's one of them players like a Saint Maxim or like an Adam Traore. He looks great until he gets into the final third, and then his legs quiver. Do you know what I mean? He just goes and he's not able to do anything. You know, he's just one of them guys who's got no products. I think we've not.
He's a VRL player, though, isn't he? He's a VRL player. He's not a top four. You know, I don't think he ever would be. He's just got no end products, and that will always be a problem for him in his career.
Yeah.
No. I mean, Dom, do you rate him? Do you rate him, Dom?
Bro, are you joking?
No.
Oh my god! I swear, is he related?
Sorry.
He's related to Dan James, man. He's next door neighbours with Dan James, bro. They have races every Saturday in the front car park, man. There's no. What are we doing here? Pellistri, Hannibal, all get in the bin. I'm trying to figure out what we're doing here, man. These players aren't. If we're going, no, it should be like yes, 100%. Yes, what we're doing. What are we doing? This is the problem here, right? And this goes to the long-term vision. What sort of football do we want to play? Because if we want to play a certain sort of football that's effective, that might look ugly, maybe Hannibal does fit that. If we want to play like every hunt down, doesn't matter if you foul, don't matter if you play sexy football, we just want to get all over you, pressurize, get the ball. Hannibal,
okay, hold on to that thought. Hold on to that thought then, because you know why? That leads on to the next conversation of the Andy Mitten article that came out today, I think it was. Some players low on confidence. Some struggle to follow 10 instructions. Strategic review hasn't helped anyone, though very positive meeting with Ineos and MUFC staff. Loads more details. Obviously, the whole report is there, but looking at what you just said there, is that something that correlates, or do you just think that the players are just sore losers and they're just moaning? And there's links coming out now.
They're rubbish, man. They're just rubbish. Like if you go through each of the players, they're just rubbish. Rashford, he's not as good as you think he did. He had one good season and they gave him a bumper contract, and now he just thinks he's right. They're just rubbish. What they need to do is get back to playing football, but you need to change the players, bro. They're not good footballers. And you know what really gets to me? When people keep saying, but we've got a good team. I'm like, have we? Have we got a good team? And you know what they keep saying? But well, the team should, even if the team's not that good, they should still beat players like Brighton or these lower. Should they? Should they?
Let me ask you a question. Can I respond to you with that one? Yeah, I don't think this group of players are that good. But do you think where we are is reflective of how good they are as well, in terms of should we be where we are though with the goals we've scored? I don't think the forwards, by the way, the worst forwards that we've seen in the football club. But should we be where we are? Okay, with this manager and this group of players, like, be honest, because they're bad, but we should be where we are. Should we be performing the way we are as well?
I'll give you the easiest analogy to do this, right? If you took all our players in a row, right, in a freaking row, to line them up, it's a big white screen, like white, green screen, whatever. They're all lined up. Just look at you, right? Take off all their shirts and put them in a Brentford shirt. They would play 10 times better. 10 times better. Why? I'll tell you freaking why. It's the pressure. There is no room for mistake. At Manchester United, you can't just be good enough. You have to be great and be able to deal with the pressure. If you look at the freaking Scholes, the Gary Nevilles, the Beckhams, They knew how to deal with pressure.
That's why we need Benz.
This is, bro. That's one player, Ash. That's one player. I'm telling you right now, if this team played for a lesser team, the same players, they would play better. I guarantee you. People don't want to make mistakes. Scott McTominay, Ash's favorite player, he doesn't want to get the ball. If he gets the ball, he's going to have to do something. He might make a mistake. So he's like, no. Let me just try and hide behind his defender. You can't see me. Oh, here I am. You know what I mean? All this nonsense. They have too much pressure. They can't deal with it. So they will never get to the element of where they should be with this manager.
And we can say that for the last 10 years then. We can say that for the last 10 years then.
Manchester United have only got more pressure every year, bro. Come on,
but I feel like no.
I do agree with him. I agree with him now.
Yeah, I do. I think most of it. I agree with you. I think the
players
if I could sell half of them, I would sell half of them. But then I want to look at as well, like deeper into context within this season, because the report says it says failing to understand Ten Hag's instructions. Some players low on confidence. Okay, if they're low on confidence, why are they low on confidence? Is it because they're being selected? Is it being that they're not selected enough? Strategic review hasn't helped anyone. So I want to know, then how does the manager help? Or is it a case of these players are just not helpable at all? And you know what? Forget about them. Let's forget about the season. Start again, start fresh.
Don't get mistaken.
Where's everyone at?
The players are not as bad as they're shown. They are better than this. Don't get it mistaken. As much as I don't rate the players for where we're trying to go in regards to what the overall goal is, which is Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, they're nowhere near good enough. But should they be performing to a better level? Yes. There's no way we should be breaking all these records. What is it? 14, 15 defeats. The way we went out the Champions League group, how we perform in games, our inability to be a cohesive unit, our inability to create and go forward. And we don't one of the, I don't know where exactly we are, but I know we're one of the lowest scorers in the Premier League. I know a couple of weeks ago, we were joint second in terms of scoring goals. So it goes to shows to where we're at. What I don't understand about what got said there was they don't understand his instructions. What is he asking him to do that they don't understand? If it said they can't follow his instructions, I would hear that. Like they have an inability to do it. But what is he asking for? That's why you see.
You've even froze him. You know what I mean? That's how mad it is, man. Yo, Flawless, are you there?
Yeah, my connection moving dodgy. Yeah, go on.
His connection felt the pressure, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Carry on,
Flawless. Even the report, I'm like, it's all that could be PR. You know what I'm saying? Like, even what did the bottom line say in regards to with Ineos? They had a meeting.
He said the positive meeting with Ineos and MUFC staff.
Whatever.
That's spin that. That's
whatever, man.
Ineos could sound amazing and appealing.
Yeah, you know what the really good thing to build on that, Flawless, right? You know when they say the manager bounce, everybody knows about the manager bounce.
Yeah.
That's a real thing, by the way, right?
Absolutely.
When you have a manager bounce, there's a lot of things happening at the same time. First of all, you're fighting for your place. So you're trying to make sure that not only your football is right on the pitch, but off the pitch, you're healthy, you're sleeping right, you're eating right, you're training right, everything's there. Also, when you got a manager bounce, you're playing with a bit of freedom, you're playing with a bit of confidence. It's all confidence. When we first got Ten Hag, everyone was like, oh my gosh, look at the way people are pressurizing, we're doing triangles, what the flick is going on? This is my guy, my manager. Everyone was saying, my manager, like the Dutch freaking Matrix Neo, right? But now, guess what's happening? People are human. Sometimes they have a good game, have a bad game. What it is, it keeps happening. One bad game, a big snowball effect. The players' heads go down. Then you get Maguire in the news. Then you get Sancho in the news. Then you get Anthony. This is why. Who said it? We're not a football club. Was it Ragnick or Van Gaal? He said, we're not a football club. We're a business. We're a business. We're a commercial. So what happens is, when we go through bad times, we don't go back to football, we go back to the commercial entity. And guess what happens? We're doing it right now by trying to get Benzema. And right now, I'll tell you right now, Benzema would improve our team 100%. But the people that are still in charge, and Ineos will say they have something, but Glazers are still there. They'll be like, oh my God, this is going to make us so much money. The amount of shirts we're going to get for Benzema, the amount of people that are going to tune into a Manchester United game. We're doing the same thing we do all the time because we're not a football club. I tell you right now, Pep, freaking Klopp, anyone would go nowhere near Benzema because they don't suit the philosophy. They don't suit the long-term ambitions of the club. And he does not want to be there long-term. They would not sign him. But us, as Manchester United fans, we're like,
what's the philosophy?
Let's go.
What's the philosophy?
Mate, I would love Ten Hag to tell me because I can't see it. But
so we can't say that Benzema don't fit it because
bro, I don't need to know what the philosophy is. The philosophy will not be let's freaking get 36-year-old players from the Saudi league.
It might be.
Okay, is that a philosophy? All right.
For the short term, if it makes sense, yeah.
Sorry. So our philosophy is to get anybody who's available, and Benzema.
Not anybody, no.
Wait.
Anybody.
Wait. Let's get people that are available. He's 36 from the Saudi league. That's our philosophy. Let me get a t-shirt. Put down a t-shirt there.
I don't know what philosophy is.
No, it's not. That's so over the top. No, the philosophy isn't going to get 36-year-olds from Saudi. No, it's about improving. No, it's about improving. It's about improving the team
for the next 6 months.
Yes, because that's what we need.
That's not a good philosophy. That's not a good philosophy, and that's what I'm talking about.
Who said it's philosophy is one thing? Who said it's a philosophy? It's just one thing.
Our philosophy is to try and get over plasters by doing signings like this. We do this all the time, Flawless, bro. This is our philosophy. This is what Manchester United do.
But again, you're looking at bro. Yeah, we're not looking at past. You've already said he improves us, so let's go get him.
Mate, you can have two things working at the same time. You can improve you, but still not be a good philosophy, bro. How many times in January have we done a panic signing?
It's not a panic signing. To me, it's not a panic signing. I think it's smart
Benzema
business.
is not a panic signing.
No, I don't think it's a panic signing. Yeah, I'm being
wait.
Let me ask you a question.
By the way,
big up. Hold on. Big up to
signing.
Lucas, by the way. I'm going to breakfast. I can't handle this pressure. Salute all. Yo, big up Lucas from Australia, man. You know what I mean? Enjoy yourself, man. Don't worry about United, man. Big up to you, Lucas. My thing is, remember Laurent Blanc? We've got Laurent Blanc, you know, in after, was it, what's his name?
Oh my God.
We're so stunned. We got Laurent Blanc.
That was dreadful. But yeah, Ben. But yeah,
you want a Premier League, guys? You want that dreadful?
Yeah, and to clarify, I don't think he's a panic signing. No. Just to clarify, no, I don't think he's a panic signing.
So I remember everyone going mad when we bought Laurent Blanc. Everyone was like, what the flip, man? What's Fergie doing? We saw one of our best defenders in Yap Stam, and we got Laurent Blanc. And listen, Laurent Blanc wasn't no kind of rubbish player. He won the World Cup with France. But it was almost like one of them where, like, whoa, Laurent Blanc.
We have to get someone in.
You have to get someone in.
Yeah.
You have to get someone in quick. I just look at it as a short-term fix because right now, like I said to you, this is your gap year. Next year is going to get serious. In the summer, things are going to get serious. Whether people like it or not, I hope Dan Ashworth and Paul Mitchell, they come in, they rip up everything. John Murtough, go. You go. Everybody go. And by the way, yeah, it's also naive to think as well that Manchester United will get football structure while the Glazers are still here, by the way, because they only have. I don't think they will. I don't know what's going on. Hey, I don't think they will. So if as fans here, we can only say what's good for us right now because we can't speculate as to what will happen, how it will happen, where it will go. I don't know. So for now, you're telling me you can get Benzema for 6 months here, but then after that, you enjoy it, fun stops, you get serious. For me, I'm taking that little short-term, little joy, and then later on it gets.
Bro,
mate. I don't know what the manager's philosophy is, by the way, because he brought in Weghorst, and I thought Weghorst,
that's a panic signing.
Bad, you know.
That's a panic signing. There you go. Because we couldn't afford the 18 million to go and get Gakpo. Like United are clearly in the market for a stopgap striker. Now, of the options there, Choupo-Moting is a panic signing for me because he's not a world class. He's never been world class. He's not a player that comes in and to me improves us. He's just a number. He's just an option off the bench. Where I think Benzema, like I said, he offers so much more than just being a player to come in and hopefully score goals. I think there's so many more assets to what Karim Benzema adds to Manchester United that it's a no-brainer. If you're in the market for a loan signing, which we are, then he's the best of the best that you're going to get out there at this moment in time of the options that are currently available.
To your point, when you're looking at loans, you're never going to get the best players. We know that, right? Loans is a completely different multiverse, right? We all watch Spider-Man, right? It's all different. Yeah. It's all different, like transfer window, right? So with loans, you're not going to get the best of the best. I get that. I would take Benzema all day of the week. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I was just hoping that we could do something different and even start it a bit earlier in terms of doing something different because we know we are not going to achieve what we want to achieve this year. So if we just want to see better football,
D for a second. What's different? Do you want to sign another young striker? Do you want to sign a big signing? What do you want to do?
That's a good question, Ash. You know, for me, right, I don't know how much money is available. I literally don't. I don't think any of us know.
We're bare.
We haven't got a lot. We're struggling, right? If there is a bit of money, I'd hope that there's thinking that if they're good, you know, we did see Caicedo, we just didn't pull the trigger. So the scouts can scout. We do know they can scout, right? I'm hoping they're like, you know what, right? The season's basically done, right? We can improve. We're hoping the manager can improve. We're hoping that when the players come back, like the manager says, the team will play better. That jury's still out on that one because we had a team before and they're still crap. But anyway, we're hoping that the team gets better and everything happens, right? For me, I don't mind hoping that the team, we get a few injured players back. Hopefully Ten Hag has a little bit of resurgence, who knows? And we do something better than plan for the summer rather than getting Benzema, who's taking loads of wages, who's not going to be in the door for long. The whole team's not going to know it. And really, what's it for? Like, if we're not going to get...
So you're saying sign no one then? Just sign no one, just kind of hold
either
your cards.
Either sign no one or plan to sign someone for the summer.
Yeah, but Højlund needs help. Who's the backup striker?
The only person's Rashford. The only person's Rashford. I know Rashford's crap.
Rashford's shit. Rashford can't play nine. No, Rashford's terrible at nine.
I get it.
It goes back to the point, though, guys.
So that's the thing is, he's not and the thing is with Benzema's wages, he's not taken away from anybody if he's not here in the summer. What wages is he taking away? If he's not here in the summer and he's moved on, then them wages come back. So he's not taking. So that's a myth about him taking wages away from anybody. What's he taking wages away from?
Talking about wages though, we got loads of room with the wages. We've had Pogba come off the wage book. We've had De Gea come off the wage book. We've had Cristiano Ronaldo come off the wage book. We got wages spare. We got big wages spare.
We do have big wage, but that makes no sense. If we just sign Benzema and he's here for 6 months and then he's gone in the summer, who is he taking wages from?
If we get rid of Martial or whatever, he takes a loan or whatever, fine. That's there. But money's still money. Money's money, man. If people think we're going to get Benzema without a loan fee, you're in for
I agree. Let's say we have a loan fee of 10 million. The point that I'm making is because initially what you said was he's taken away wages. Yes. But if he's here for 6 months and we don't sign anybody else and then he goes in the summer, who has he taken them wages away?
But I'm hoping that we're not just going to sign Benzema.
You're flawless. You're frozen, by the way, but you're still speaking.
Big up, man. It's Freeman voice. But
yeah, I was going to say, man, Morgan flawless. Before you go, Dom. Ben Jalapeno, big up to Jalapeno, says Benzema would be great. Rashford would pass to him. Antony would pass to him. Garnacho would pass to him. Bruno's the same. Højlund would learn from him. Finally, Jalapeno and myself, we agree on something. It's been a while, Jalapeno, but big up.
He demand the ball, wouldn't he? He demand the ball.
Yeah.
Standards as well. He'd add standards to the front line. He'd absolutely pull them up. No one's doing that. There's no leader at the top of the pitch to tell him, what the fuck are you doing? You need to do it like this. This is where I'm going to be. No one's doing that.
I completely agree with you. I agree with everyone. Benzema would make us better. I hope people understand. I completely agree with you. I just want to go in a different strategy because I think that the end result makes no difference.
I agree with that. We're just not there, so there's no point even talking.
What's the process right now? Can anyone explain what's the process right now? Can anyone explain the process right now as to what we should follow? We got a manager for me who I don't believe in. We got owners who we have to wait until what they do. We got the Glazers who are basically telling people we're changing the football club. I think this is one of the most confused football clubs right now. It's almost as if you just got to play it by ear and just go along with it. You know, right now, I think the plan is go along with it. And I think as fans, we're always kind of like, we're hard on ourselves because we want what's best for the football club, but we've got a club that's being against us. So it's almost as if like, I can't cherish something for 6 months because, that's a Glazer signing. So you are enabling the Glazers to act like that. Well, hold on a minute. 1 minute you're telling me it's not a full sale and you're saying, you know what, Jim Rack will fix it. But 1 minute I've got to trust the process. What is it? I don't understand what is it right now, people. That's where my head's at. I'm like, what is the plan? And if the plan, if nobody's got a plan as to where United are going, then just enjoy it while you can. Enjoy the Benzema while you can. Enjoy whoever what you can. You know, people saying Varane's got to go. Varane's going where? For what? We're not playing out from the back. Casemiro going. Okay, who you bringing in? But you're keeping McTominay in. But we're giving Wan-Bissaka a new contract and all these players a new contract. What is it? So nobody really knows what's going on. If say now Martial gets a new contract, if Martial gets a new contract this summer, and everybody, by the way, has said Martial can leave in the summer. all of a sudden, all that long-term thinking that you're thinking about, Dom, you just stress yourself for no reason.
Out the window.
You just stress yourself for no reason.
Bro, if it happens, I swear on my life, mate.
No, but that's what I'm saying to you, though. We don't know yet. So that's what I'm saying. Enjoy it while you can. Just enjoy what's going on.
Wait. You keep saying enjoy, Saeed. Have you watched back your videos after each match?
No, that's what I'm trying to say. This will help me out. If I know Benzema's coming, I have a little bit of enjoyment. I have something to look forward to.
Something to cling on to, Saeed, yeah.
What is this, man?
Cling on to.
Benzema scoring at the Stretford end, do you know what I mean?
Bro, I don't want
to, Stretford end, man.
You're killing me, man.
Benzema on the half turn. Benzema outside the box. Boom. What a goal. You know what I mean, bro? Like, just a little bit of quality, man.
The thing is, yeah,
Dean
saying all this, he'd be the first
starving
to buy the Benzema shirt, wouldn't he, as well? Wearing it,
bro.
100%.
Honestly, I think Benzema's
right there.
Fantastic job.
It's my man.
For me, I don't. For what? For what? For 5th place?
Okay, let me ask you a question, Tom. Yeah, let me ask you a question. Yeah. By the way, yeah. Well, there you go. Big up to, by the way, big up to Knowledge as Benzema demands standards. He told the team Vili was playing against him and made them fix up. I don't care about money. It's convenient to speak on wages when it benefits our agenda. Stop pocket watching. Also, that's a big point there. Telling others to kind of stand up and rise up. Imagine him exposing these players, man. Like, broski, 6 months, yeah, of this guy coming and saying, yo, wow, what's going on with these forwards, man? They're rubbish, man. Like, what's going on here? You need to sell all of these lot.
I agree with that, Saeed, but Ronaldo did the same and look what happened to him.
Yeah, no, but 100%. But the thing is with Ronaldo, though, I get the Ronaldo one, but Ronaldo almost made his bed and then kind of, like, you know, he lied in his own bed because at the end of the day, he sulked that he wasn't playing. But it's a different perspective, though. Ronaldo was here for what? 2-3 year contract. Yeah. Benzema's here. Benzema knows what he's here for. He knows I'm here for 6 months. I'm not going to create a fuss, but I'm just here to help for 6 months. That's all it is. Ronaldo was what? I'm here as a full-time player, and I'm better than what you have up front. You get what I'm trying to say? So I feel like it's a total different mindset. But let me ask you a question, Dom, yeah? What you like right now, what you're seeing right now, yeah? Do you enjoy the process of what's going on right now with the way Ten Hag is helping his team and we're guiding what we're seeing right now in this? You know, do you think there's a revolt happening because of that? And tell me, do you like what you see right now?
Do I like what I see? Are you having a lot?
Well, then,
this is terrible, bro. This is awful, mate. Every game is diabolical, man. There's no structure. There's no passing. I've not seen a triangle since I went back to school. I've not seen no triangles. There's nothing. There's no passing movement. The players don't do. I don't know what team's starting each week. Anana looks like he just come out of the academy. Don't know where his car is. Like, what is going on? It's terrible. It's just, for me, I love him. I love Benzema. He will do great. I think he'll be amazing. He will do it. But I just, this is how my mind works. Make sure this get this. Let me know if you don't get this. Ash, let me know. Double A. Listen, right? I like Benzema. Fantastic player. Yeah. But for the ambitions I have, right, and the set expectations I have, anything but top 4, what is the point? If you're telling me right now that you will tell me that you 95% have your gut telling you that if we get Benzema, we'll get top 4 and get Champions League.
I didn't say that.
I think we have a better chance. Better
chance, yeah.
I'd rather not right after the season. I'd rather have someone in to help us than have no one and it just shit the bed and then just call it.
Perfect. So let me take that then. You're saying you think we'll have a better chance. Fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. For me, I think we'll have a better chance, but I don't think it'll be enough to get top 4. And why? Because our players are still our players and our manager is still our manager. Because
is it not better to try than not try, though? Would you rather try than not try?
You know what? In this situation, when you've got all these teams playing well, Man City, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Tottenham, Arsenal, bro, where do we come in there? For me, I take it and go, you know what? We're not playing well. We can't expect us to play better just because Benzema's coming and it's going to be consistent. He's not going to have an injury. We're not going to have Bruno still trying to do wild balls. Like, it's not going to happen just like that. So for me, I'm like, you know what? This season's done, right? We can get better. We might not get it. We get better. We don't. What's the point? If we're not going to get top 4, at least with Benzema signing, I don't care. I just don't care. And you said we've got a better chance. But really, in your hearts of hearts, Double A, you're not telling me right now. No, I honestly think my gut's telling me we're top 4 with Benzema. But you know what you would say, Double A? If you said we get Benzema, we get a really good defender and a really good midfielder, I think we can get top 4. Then I'd be like, get Benzema in the door right now.
But you say that, but we've got Martinez coming back. I'm not saying the new signings, but Martinez coming back, Casemiro coming back. Are those two players you're talking about that's going to come in and improve us tenfold? And it's a spine there. Take away the keeper. But if you've got Varane, Martinez, Casemiro, and Benzema, I'm telling you now that is 4 players that I could confidently say make this team wholeheartedly better. And it can get worse, but it can't. But I am not as much as I hate Manchester United for what they do to me and how they make me feel and the club. I in January cannot write off a season when we are still mathematically there to try and get top 4 or top 5 or whatever.
You know what it is? That's a very good point on the Martinez and Casemiro. And I nearly would at 100%, you know what? I'll tap out. I agree with you. But you know the problem? You know who's driving the bus? Eric Ten Hag, man.
Yeah.
And that's
Do you believe in it, by the way? Do you believe that we should sack Ten Hag, by the way?
Oh, man. I've been talking to my boys about this for a long time, man. I believed in him so much. Like, with my heart of hearts, I was like, if anybody can do it, it's him. Man City, Tottenham, they're always thinking, oh, yeah, this is guys around. I was like, if anyone could do it, it's got to be Ten Hag, right? And I saw what he did in the first couple of games, but what is going on with him right now? He's losing it, man. And I don't know if it's the pressure. I don't know. You know the thing that's got me the most, and please tell me if you agree with this, right? When he said, right, I can't play Ten Hag ball, right? I can't play Ten Hag Ajax ball with this team, right? We hired you for Ajax ball. That is literally the reason we hired you, to play Ajax football. You're now telling me you can't. You get a restaurant, right? I open a new restaurant. I got a chef. My dish is a steak, the best steak you will ever have. First day you come through the door, I'm going to cook some fish. Why are you cooking fish for? Like, I didn't ask for fish. I want steak. He's telling me it's the players, they can't play the football. But you're telling me you can't work with the players you have, even if they don't have the same quality output, they still play the same resemblance of Ajax ball. At least show me that. If you're doing the triangles, but the triangles don't always come off because the people are crap doing the triangles, fair enough. But they're not even attempting the triangles, bro. So for me, at the moment with Ten Hag, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know who he is. I feel like someone's taking his, got one of those freaking Halloween masks on, and is freaking, I don't know, Sam freaking, I don't know, some next man, Graham Potter doing a mad one underneath there. Hey, I don't know what's going on, bro.
He could be next in. He could be next in.
I don't know.
He could be next in. Big up to knowledge that Dom. How are you saying these players are Brighton level, yet how somehow your expectations are top 4 with the same players? Make it make sense. Get top 4 to go out the Champions League in the group stage next season. I think you know what it is as well. Yeah, that's a good point. This idea that Champions League, this and that, like, you know, Champions League's not going to give us anything anyway. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it just shows you what we're dealing with right now is that, you know, we have a manager who's incompetent and the players are incompetent to get through anyway to the next round. So this idea that Man United all envy Champions League football, it's going to be nice. Don't get me wrong, but it don't mean that we're going to compete. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I just don't think it is, man. But
Champions League
like I said,
more about, it's not just about competing though, bro. Champions
it's
League
about commercial,
It's commercial. It's the prestige of it. It's the pool of different. Some players do care about Champions League. I know people don't do it, but some players do. They're like, no, I want to play with the best players in the world. So it does make a difference in terms of what we're doing. And if we haven't got a lot of money because of all the stuff that money will come into it. So I think Champions League is really important. I think it's really important, bro.
To get the big players, yeah, because they want their sponsors paid as well. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
yeah. But like I said to you, yeah, I think that the main aim, yeah, I get it. I understand like the players are not, they're very, very, for me, spoiled players and whatnot. But it has to come to a period where I need to see some coaching in this situation. Like, I want to see some coaching. I want to see an element of these players improving. And I haven't seen that, unfortunately. I don't think they're going to pull the plug in on Ten Hag until, for me, the end of the season. I've just got this realization now. I don't know, man, because I feel like for me, unless, like I said to you, they wait until this period is over in this February period and then they sack him then. Or they say to him, they're going to give him a run of games and then they'll sack him there. I don't know. They might give him to the end of the season. They might not.
So this is the thing, right?
For me, I would sack him tomorrow if I had a chance.
I'm not saying to sack Ten Hag, and there's a reason for this, right? I'm not saying he's not good enough right now. And if he went tomorrow, I wouldn't care, right? I'd be like, look, you tried your best. It is what it is. But I'm not saying sack him. Let me tell you the reason why, right? People keep saying sack Ten Hag, and then when they ask you or anyone, they say, okay, who would you bring in? You go, well, that's not my job. Make that make sense, though. Wait. You can't put your penny in there.
Yeah.
And then when someone says to take your penny, oh no, it's not my penny anymore.
That is true though as well. That is true as well though.
Saeed's one of them people. Saeed's one of them people.
No, but it's true though. Why is it my job? Why is it my job?
You're offering. You're saying fix it without offering a solution. And that's what we need to do.
There has to be a solution though. But there has to be a solution.
Yeah, but in your head, you can't think. You must think about him going and then think, right? Well, how do I see?
No, but I do have names, yeah. But I feel like okay. I'm gonna because you've done a lot of analysis here, Dom, yeah. But the thing is, yeah, if I've got a problem, yeah, if I've got a problem in my house, yeah, I'm gonna fix it regardless, yes or no. You don't want to think of, well, what place should I go and fix this from? You're gonna fix the immediate problem. So if I've got something that's leaking, right, I'm gonna put a bucket underneath it. I'm going to put a bucket underneath it. I'm going to make sure that the roof isn't leaking anymore. So I'm going to fix the problem. So that means for me, sack him. That's the first solution we're going to do. We're going to make sure there's a bucket under that leak.
No, wait.
Out right there.
What you're going to do is put the bucket under there, but leave it dripping because it's not your problem.
No. But the thing is, but you don't understand though, that next solution will happen. That you're just gonna go and realize, oh, but Ten Hag sacked, but they won't. It's problem's not gonna be solved. No, we're going on the same project. No, the problem will be solved because a new manager will come in. Everyone's got their preferences. Mine is Hansi Flick. I've got a name, but my idea is my idea is a lot of people are using this kind of almost. But who do we bring in? As for me, a mechanism. It's a coping mechanism because it's like we don't want to sack Ten Hag. We don't have a problem. So I want you to find out what answer you've got so I can fool and make a comedy out of you. So imagine I say to you right now, I've got a solution to the problem. But if I give an answer that you don't like, you're going to say, it's a bad answer. I don't want to know. Well, you just tempted me. What is your solution? So I've given you an answer, Hansi Flick. But no, he's not better than Ten Hag. That's what it comes down to, I believe. If anyone gives an answer, it's really ridiculed. What's the point of us speaking then?
Absolutely not. But absolutely not. But as you know, Saeed, this isn't the home improvement channel. This is a football channel. You talk about football. So when you come out with statements about sack the manager, and then people will put it on you, why sack the manager? Who do you see coming in? And then people are like, that's not my job. No, I'm not there.
But also, it isn't your job. We're a fan.
To be honest, you get anybody over Ten Hag, they're going to be better. Ten Hag's been breaking records for the last 6 months.
He is, the wrong kind of records he's breaking.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? So anybody at this point, anybody's better than Ten Hag.
But come on, Hansi Flick is just another. He's the exact same mentality. And these players don't like that. He's a disciplinarian, and these players don't like disciplinarians. We've seen it already. Straight away with Ranić, they hated the fact he was there and he was trying something. 20 minutes of game.
So what do you want to do?
I'd go big on Amarin at Sporting. I'd go big on him.
Yeah,
Amarin at Sporting.
Yeah,
Amarin from Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah, completely changed that club, turned that club all around. They were struggling, got them winning league titles, cups, everything. Do you know what I mean? He's the next big name in football. But also, sorry to cut you off, but also Manchester United are not bigger than what people are thinking. Like, we should be also going for big names as well. There's good managers out there that I believe if Man United went for them, like, it shouldn't be a case of no. These guys should not be like. There's names out there, and let me just say something. I don't want Graham Potter, yeah, but people are going on like Graham Potter's a bad coach. He's a good coach. Hold a minute. But my thing is, he can't manage a big club. That's my worry. He can't manage a big club. So therefore, I don't want him as manager. But there's a lot of people that are dismissing Graham Potter's coaching credentials. Graham Potter's still a good coach, but the problem is, though, to be a good manager at Man United, you need the whole package.
He's not an elite coach. He's not an elite coach. He talked about pressure before. And we saw when he got a big job at Chelsea, he absolutely shit there, and the players couldn't stand him. This is the problem.
People need to stop disrespecting Graham Potter. He was a good coach.
No, I get that. He's a good coach, but he's not an elite coach. And we need an elite coach in this club.
There you go.
This is the problem, Saeed, right? Look, people you just can't say, get rid of him, but it's not my job. It makes no sense. I always say, right, if you've got a company and your staff are coming to you with problems and they don't come with you solutions too, that's not a good staff. That's not a good employee because they're not being proactive. They haven't got a growth mindset, right? You can't say, oh, get rid of him, but I'm not going to give you any answers or any suggestions. That is the most laziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
You know why I said that? Because Jim will fix it. I was told Jim's here to fix it. But I'm being serious with you. I have been told Sir Jim Ratcliffe has got. I didn't want Sir Jim Ratcliffe, by the way. I wanted Qatar. But you know what I said? If they're big in football structuring and all of this gas and all this propaganda was said to me about Jim's bringing all of these guys and he's going to fix it. So now I'm using that same rhetoric with you lot. Jim will fix it.
But the thing is, Saeed, technically you are right. It isn't your job. Technically you are right. It isn't your job to talk about it from a technical standpoint.
Wait. No, flawless. You're saying from a technical standpoint. All right, if we're doing it from a technical standpoint, it's not Saeed's job to even say to get rid of the manager then. To take
no, it's not. He just giving. It's not. None of it's his job. It's just him giving his opinion on the situation.
So if you can give your opinion about why you get rid of him, give your opinion of what solution is then.
Say you don't have a solution.
But that is my opinion. That is my opinion, basically.
What's your solution?
It's not my job.
Say he doesn't have.
No, bro. That's a cop out. You know it is.
It's like no. It's like him with the. It's like no.
Cop out, bro.
It's like you with the Benzema thing. It's the exact same thing.
Because it falls under the same lines as right. So who should start up front for Manchester? You're offering solutions on a problem that needs fixing. How do United go and beat this team? How do United solve not scoring goals in bringing Benzema in? It's exactly the same as that. So when you're going out on a limb, so not so early, but when you're going out on a limb, I don't like acting like I'm going to sing.
You was about to bell out. You there, you know. He's about to bell out.
Keep going because you know what you just did there. That weren't right, bro.
I don't think I've did anything.
Because when you start going on and going out on a limb saying, I want a manager out of a club, you are going to get a pushback and say, right then, so if you're in this camp, you therefore then must have thought about it. You can't just say it without thinking, what is the solution? Who do I think will come in
the craziest part is
job? So when people ask you that, you have a right to then give us an answer.
Yeah. That is true. But the pushback always comes from people who want the manager in. Because if you want the manager out, you're not fussed about someone's solution. Because
no. That don't come from people that's in. That's come from people that are measured. That's the difference. It doesn't come from people that are in. It comes from people that are measured and looked at both sides of it.
But you know what it is, though? Can I tell you something, Dom?
If you're saying to me, you want the manager out, give me an understanding of what you're going to do.
Okay, I missed some of it. Do you want the manager out?
I said earlier, bro, the manager's not good enough at the moment, but I can't say manager out because...
Go on, why? Go on.
Because what Saeed's not giving us the answer to. I don't know.
So you don't think there's a solution.
This is where we got it. No. This is what we get. So you're no. This is what I found. This is something that I didn't like. So you're keeping the manager in because you don't think you have a solution who changes the problem.
Say that.
Yes or no? No, but I feel like that's where you're coming from, though. That's why your answer is.
I didn't say that at all, mate.
So what are you saying? That's what people you are inadvertently saying that. Yes.
No.
You're fencing. You're fencing.
Mate, I can't sit in the fence, bro. I'm too heavy for that, bro. Listen, right? I'm telling you right now.
Say you're too heavy for that.
I'm too heavy for that, bro. Listen,
it's a sturdy fence, man. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, right? Listen, you're saying, okay. I'm saying, right now, Ten Hag is not good enough. Fact. Done. See you later, right? Yeah. Me saying I want Ten Hag out, what does that do? Because for me, I don't have a solution to that problem. You are saying Ten Hag needs to go, but you brought no solution.
But it's the same thing, though. No, it's the same thing,
you're an enabler. You're enabling this manager to continue his job.
You're enabling.
All right. So you want me to go get rid of Ten Hag with no solution?
I'm cool. The thing
is, solution is better than Ten Hag at this point.
You know, the thing is, I'm not. This is why I disagree with it being measured because I actually have ideas in regards to wanting this manager gone. I always have that anytime. Yeah, but if you don't, let me push back though. If you said you want Ten Hag out, I would not ask you. And then I asked you and said, all right, who do you want? And you said, I don't know. I'd go, all right, cool. I'd have no issue with that whatsoever.
Wait. But then wait. Put this way, right?
I'd have no issue because you're removing a problem. Solving a problem is the next step. If you at this moment in time, because you could have turned Ten Hag out last week and gone, you know what? I've not actually thought in depth yet in regards to a solution. The one thing we agree on, he's a problem. So let's remove said problem. Second step is then a solution.
Is this how the Titanic? This is how the Titanic sank then? So the captain was like, bro, this ship ain't going the right way. I'm jumping ship. Okay, see you later, captain. We'll figure it out when you got.
Analogies are better than that.
We have time. That's
a weak analogy.
They don't have time. They didn't have time with the Titanic.
That's a weak analogy.
We have time. We have time.
I'm just saying, your analogy game is better.
The people in the Titanic thought they had time too.
No, your analogy is better.
You need a better analogy than that one.
Wait. You're Flawless. You said to me, you get rid of him, right? and you can figure out the solution afterwards.
No. I didn't say no. I didn't say figure. No. I did not say that. I did not say that. No. What I said was because we agree. If you turned around and said I want Ten Hag out, and then I said what is your solution after him, and you was like at this moment in time I don't know. I have no issue with that because one thing we agree on.
I have an issue. No, that's weak.
Okay, that's you. That's where we're different. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have an issue with you with that.
I don't like someone coming to me saying we got to get rid of the problem, but they have no proactive solution. That's weak.
But the thing is, you have to give me a time to answer. Why is it straight away?
Yeah. Because
it's straight away. You can't say on the stream. You can't say on the stream and then all of a sudden you come in and say, well, come on then. You can't.
No, it's not because we're acting like we're actually in charge of it. We're just fans giving our opinions on it. And these, like I said, I would have no issue with that if you said that to me, D. I always have ideas of a solution to something. So I've wanted this manager gone. I've already stated many a time. There's various things that
you know what it is, flawless. Right? Let me make it as simple as possible. Right? You've got a fan opinion, and you've got the club actually doing what they got to do to make the club win. You can't combine that together. What Saïd's done is mix fan opinion with the club doing something. You can't say he's got to get rid of manager, which is the business side of it, and then not do the fan opinion and say what he thinks needs to be done because he's scared that he's
not scared. Maybe he doesn't. What if he doesn't know? Wait. Hold up. What happens? What happens if, because there's fans like this who are out there, what if your knowledge of managers isn't the greatest? Let's say you genuinely want the manager gone, something we all agree on, and at this moment in time, you do not have a solution. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be manager out because you're one step remove the problem. Second step is solve the problem. But I'd rather you say I don't know rather than come up with some stupidness. That's what too many people do.
But also keeping the problem is also a bad thing as well.
Yes, that's the worst case scenario.
Also, people go to the doctors, they want to get the shit fixed, but they don't know how to fix it. They go for the expert advice. Do you know what I mean?
But that's slightly different.
That's the thing is, no, D. And that's the thing is, some people, that's why I said, some fans are just not knowledgeable like that to think of managers.
But okay, this is how I operate. I would not.
Jay, what you saying about you, Saïd? Flawless. That's naughty. That to say.
Hey, Saïd, that's for the birthday comment. Fuck you.
That's not.
You know what though? I'll be honest with you. If you're telling me right now, there's in football. Let's talk about football analogy and even real world, right? If someone gets rid of the manager, normally they've got a manager lined up. Yes or no? To replace.
In the football, if they're a
good run team, they'll have a manager set up. Right, so they've got the problem, they remove them, and straight away a new manager comes in, right? They've already touted them a long time ago. I know for a fact, right? I got people I know that they've already touted people to be successful for Pep, and he's won how many, right? That is a well-run team.
Yeah,
so you're telling me right now that you're happy with getting rid of the problem, but not necessarily having a solution.
No, I'm not. No. That's not what I'm saying. You're missing the point. I'm happy with if I talk to a fan. So if you said that, if Saïd said that, if Ash or Double A or whoever said that, who I'm talking to, who is a Manchester United fan, and they go, I want this manager out, I fully hear that because I'm in agreement. Then if I said, what is your solution currently? If they said they didn't have one, I would have no problem with that. You know why? Because you're a fan. I have no issue with that. I'd rather you say, I don't know, rather than say something.
Okay.
Because a lot of people say they don't know.
But hold on. But the thing is, though, the natural answer will always be there's a better manager out there that is going to come in and succeed.
I've got ideas and solutions.
Yeah.
But I do.
I know. I've got ideas, but I'm not sending it to you yet. It's in the works, yeah. But your solution for me is one worse. I think it's the opposite because you're then saying, I don't want to sack the manager, but I don't really think he's a guy. But then I don't want to because I don't really know the kind of how to solve it. So then you're basically enabling the guy to fail even more for them to suffer more. I think as a consequence, role, the direct opposite and it's detrimental to Manchester United now in the short term. It's detrimental. It is
for me. You know the problem is
longer than it needs to be existed. Simple. Can I just read some super chats before you go?
Yeah, go.
Read a couple of super chats before you go. Jalapeno says, Saïd, respect, but we may disagree until now, but I respect your stance. Injuries have messed up the whole season. It's the main problem. Some patience helps. I hear you. I take down Dagenham and Redbridge manager. No jokes. Saïd is concussed like Ten Hag. Don't hide like Scotty. You're getting Potter. You'll be in the mud again. Flores is right. It's two separate questions. A big up to acknowledge Saïd. The only reason they give pushback is to criticize why you offer as a replacement instead of focusing on the fact that the manager is failing and breaking records. Interim managers exist.
You know, the crazy part
is another one I went for.
That's
Can't hold on to problems. This one here, big up Manny, can't hold on to problems because of no solution.
And the thing
That
is,
so it's almost like a gal. Use your gal analogy. Flawless.
Yeah.
Talk about a gal analogy.
this guy.
Flawless. Bring the gal in there.
I've used the gal analogy before. Like, you're in a relationship with a girl and it's not working. You don't stay with her just because you don't have another girl. You move on. I was saying that's legit what it is. Like man said at the end there, my actual solution to it, Knowledge said it at the end. I've said an interim manager. That's what we do. We go get an interim. I would go and get. I'll tell you right now. I would sack Ten Hag and I'd go get Hansi Flick till the end of the season. Then with the footballing hierarchy, they're going to get in a CEO and a DOF potentially. So then I would let the CEO and the DOF then identify the next manager, because then that gives us some form of structure. Is it ideal? Wait, let me land.
A solution there.
Yeah, because I always got to. Yeah, because the thing is, I always have solutions.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's at the very beginning. That flawless though, yeah. The problem with that, we saw that happen when Ollie got sacked. We brought in Ranić, and because these players knew he wasn't staying till the end of the season, they down tools, and it was worse than it was.
Here's what I'd say to that.
Let me finish, flawless. So what I would prefer to do, and I've not said it on this show. I've not been on the show. I actually no longer want Ten Hag to be the manager. I think, and it's because of the failings of what he's doing and the constant pissing around, not having a clue what he's on about or what he's doing. And I think it's got to the point now, it can't be reversed. It can't be fixed. So it's best for us and him. At the end of the season, though, I would give him to the end of the season for him to go. Because I think it's better than bringing in Flick or someone else as an interim and it not working and it just being worse than it already was, or just the same. Because what's the point? So I think with the new structure, the best thing United have done in the last 10 years was what they did under Van Gaal. In that they gave him to the end of the season. We won the FA Cup, but sneakily they got Mourinho lined up to take over straight away. And we actually had a good season after that. I would like United with this new structure to take the next 6 months to properly sound out someone. For me, it would be Amorim from Sporting. But even if it is Potter, even though I don't want him, if that's their man, they speak about it over the next 6 months, come up with a plan. Ten Hag goes at the end of the season, and then we go into a new regime. I think breaking it and to bring someone else short term where it's not going to work, and if he knows it's not going to work, and the players know it's not going to work, with this set of players who stink a piss and who just don't give a shit about the club, only care about themselves, it's just a recipe for disaster. And it's okay saying do this, do that, but we know this football club and we know this set of players. So I think you have to be in the moment and know your surroundings and your situation. I do.
So the only thing we disagree on is what should happen from now up until end of the season, because we're both in agreement. I said new manager via the DOF. You said Ruben Amorim, but with the structure, so we agree on that. The reason why I don't want Ten Hag to stay is because I know what's not working. Flick may come in and may or may not work. We'll see. The big difference between Flick and Rangnick is Flick has a resume. That's why I want Flick as interim manager. And if it doesn't,
I want Flick. I want Flick as well.
Guess what? Even if he joins and it don't work for 6 months, cool. At least we attempted. I'm tired of sitting in the problem and going, all right, we're just going to sit in the problem because there's no solution.
No,
go and get Flick. Just for 6 months.
I've got a bit. I'm a little bit with double A here. Like for me, interim is just. I don't think what interim ever works out. Right, I just don't. I think
Ollie worked out. That's why he got the job.
Got the job.
Hey, let's not do that. Interim manager Ollie slap.
Okay, so because it's worked once, it doesn't mean it's going to happen again. But anyway, right? In this situation with interims, it just feels like it's just going to be a stopgap. And for interim, I think it's a way for Ollie outers to get them out quickly, right? And that's fine. That's your own prerogative. There's a lot of evidence to say get rid of Ten Hag. Easy. The guy's messed up. I don't know what's going on. But for me, I want to see to the end of the season, right, where he finishes. Once they can say, I hear you, I see you, bro. I see you getting hot. All right, listen. I want to see where he ends at the end of the season. He said to us, okay, I need my players back. All right, let's get your players back and see what happens. I want to see what happens when you get your players back. And if you're still doing the same nonsense, by the end of the season, you have to go and get, you know what? I would take Eddie Howe. I would take him. I would honestly take Eddie Howe. You know why I like Eddie Howe? Because even with okay players, they get them playing football. Like flicking, what's his name again? The tall guy, mixed race. Amazing. Joe Linton. Thank you, bro. He was not that good. He was rubbish. He completely changed his game. There's little things there. Look at who's that guy we linked to years ago, bro? The brother, two brothers, and what's his name? There's two brothers we're linked to, and one of them's still playing right now. It was amazing. Two brothers playing with them for Newcastle. Not sure. Longstaff. Thank you, bro. Longstaff. He was supposed to be long gone, still playing. So this is the thing. Yep. Eddie Howe, don't mind him. Don't mind him, because I can see there's a spark about him, and he's played with big players, handled big money, and he's still learning his game. He's still young, and I think he would do well for us. But for now, look, that's how I'm feeling right now.
The only thing I disagree with on that is with any manager is the injuries thing, because injuries are going to occur. So you're only going to perform at a level when you have all your players. I don't want you.
I hate it too. I agree with that.
That's why I don't hear it. That's what, and you know the craziest part is why I don't hear it as an excuse. Is because players got injured last season and we watched this manager perform.
Yeah, bro. I'm in complete agreement. I'm just giving him a chance to the end of the season. That's all I'm giving a chance. I want to see if he's
fair. So you're not as far Ten Hag out as say I am. So that's why, because I'm saying he needs his manager has to go.
He's been terrible.
The reason why I'm talking about interim is because then that can help with the long term, because we do need to go and sound out the manager. I agree with that. Bring in the DOF, and then you just solidify it for 6 months. Then you bring in a DOF, a CEO, and then they can then identify a manager to then bring some form of structure. Again, to me, that's not even enough. Do I really believe in this regime? Absolutely not. No, well, but I'm trying to get.
If we had a regime that was good, that either trying to look for interim,
the dreams.
the dreams. So either trying to look for interim, or they're letting Ten Hag just fall on his sword, and they've already got a manager sounding out in the moment. But the problem with Man United, because they're so big, whatever's happening right now, people will find out. There's so many leaks. Sometimes they can't even approach the manager they want to do because it will get out. It will get out. So I don't even know if they can make those decisions that early, bro. That's my problem. Because Nagelsmann's free. I think Eddie Howe. Do you think Eddie Howe?
Nagelsmann's free in the summer. He's only going to be in summer. Yeah. I think the idea of us changing managers right now, because we've got the new structure, I think they're going to bring in Graham Potter. I genuinely believe they will bring in Graham Potter. You know why? Because these leaks don't come out for no reason. These leaks, guys, there's no smoke without fire.
These leaks coming out by his agent so he can get a decent job. That's why. Keep pushing himself for a United job. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, I should hope so.
That's true.
I agree.
But going back to Saeed, Claude Blanc and Sir Jim Ratcliffe, they've been meeting how many months now during the takeover? For the last 6 months at least, they've been meeting. So there would have been discussions within themselves, and Jim Ratcliffe would have said to Claude Blanc, have a little bit of peruse, have a little see of the managers on the market who you think could replace Ten Hag. And I'm in a position where I'd want my manager in now, my long-term manager in now, because he can see in the next 3-4 months who are the players that are going to be with him. Do you know what I mean? There's no point waiting to the summer when he doesn't know what the squad's going to be about. He's going to have a pre-season. He's going to have to go into another 6 months of the season and trying to figure out who's with him, who he needs, what positions he needs. Whereas if he goes in now for the next couple, look what happened with Klopp. Klopp came in late, came in middle of the season. Arteta came in middle of the season. They got to know the squad then, understand the squad so that they can go and buy the players in the summer, that identify the players that they needed for that squad. So for me, I'm not even thinking about an interim. I think we need our long-term manager, or at least the idea of the next manager for the next 2-3 years right now. We need him in now, or within the next month, once everything's concluded with the takeover or the small percentage takeover.
What aspect? It's a good idea in theory, but what manager wants to come into this mess right now? If you're a manager, if you're a manager, you want to come into it and there's a fresh start. I don't want to be associated with this crap. I don't want to be associated with this. I want to start.
You say that, but if you're offered a project, you're offered Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, you're offered a decent transfer chest and all that. You're offered a little bit of moulding of what's going on with the club over the next year or two. Then, of course, the majority of managers want to take on that, especially the younger managers, someone like an Alonso or an Amorim, who get to come to the Premier League and be one of the biggest clubs in the Premier League and make a difference. These managers, they want challenges. Klopp came to Liverpool. Let's remember, Klopp came to Liverpool when Liverpool were down and out.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
He's also signed a new deal, by the way. He's also signed a new deal. Klopp is signing a new deal. Pep Guardiola is going to sign a new deal. I'm not going to lie to you. I think these long-term project managers are of the past. We need a manager for the next 2 or 3 years. It's 2 or 3 years. You do a job, you go. This idea that long-term managers exist anymore. Look at Eddie Howe now. He could be sacked in a minute. Then they're going to go and get probably a Mourinho.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Long-term managers.
I agree with that.
Look at Arteta.
Look at Arsenal, yeah.
But even then, Saeed, you still plan for these 2 or 3 year managers, and I absolutely agree with Ash and everything he's saying. And if I trusted in this club to have Amorim or whoever it is, whoever they want, what they need to do is to plan for it. If they plan for it, get rid of Ten Hag now. Go and sack him now. If the man that's coming in next,
that's what I'm saying,
is the man that you're going to back for 2 or 3 years and have the right structure underneath him, because they don't do that. And because it's a short-term fix and it's a big name, or it's the up-and-comer, or it's the man they're going to back to be a DOF and then fuck him off, they don't have a fucking clue what they're doing. And that's why we're banging our head against the brick wall, because it's all just short-sighted nonsense. So until they fix up and act like a proper football club now, Ash is 100% right. And I back everything that he's saying, because that's the way I will go about it. But they just won't do that.
The thing is, we've had mechanics in the kitchen cooking. Do you know what I mean? That's been the problem for the last 10 years. we now got chefs. Do you know what I mean? We're bringing in Claude Blanc. You know, he's bringing a little bit of Michelin star recipes. Do you know what I
mean? Is he getting the ingredients though? Does he have final say on the dishes? Does he have final say on how things?
Wait.
We're just scarred by Glazers. That's what it is. We've been scarred by them boys.
If it's Saeed, he'll just put the ingredients and leave it. Not my problem, is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he'll just say, "Look, not my."
No, but you know what it is, man.
Hey, don't have it, man. He's disrespecting you, man.
No, I'm not, because at the end of the day,
don't have it, man.
I just feel like for me, it's like, no, man. I just want to get rid of the problem and let me deal with the solution after. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me just get rid.
You're just trying to get rid of the girl, man. I get it, man. Get rid of her. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of the girl, man. You'll figure out the rest later, man. You'll figure out how you get stuff out of the house later.
Yeah, one of the worst managers, arguably, since Fergie. Like, he is right now on course to be one of the worst managers since Fergie. I know he's got a Carabao Cup, don't get me wrong, but he is on course to be one of the worst managers since Fergie.
No, let's be honest. They've all fallen off a cliff. Every single manager we've had has ended up being shit and fallen off a cliff to the point the fans want them out. No managers left with saying, you know, on good terms. They've all been sacked. So they're all bad. It doesn't matter. They all stink of shit. So
you know what I don't like about Ten Hag at the moment is that he don't really directly blame himself. That's the problem. He never really directly says, you know what, this game, it was my fault. I got this wrong. Don't blame the team. He kind of like be together as a team. The players have to do it. The coaching staff have to. He never says, I got that wrong. I'm so mate. That was rubbish.
You know what it is for me, D? It's inspiring. He doesn't inspire the players. No. I mean, he's got nothing about him. No. The players don't want to play for him, clearly. No. They'll play for themselves from time to time. They'll show up the odd game. But generally, he's not someone like Sir Alex Ferguson, who got cleverly in Welbeck winning a league title. We talk about having poor players and that. You know, these players are better than what Ten Hag is showing them to be. You know, I don't want to defend them because they've been awful this season. They've been awful in recent times. But players, managers like Klopp, Pep, personality managers like Diego Simeone, when they get the Sir Alex Ferguson, all you need is someone to inspire you to get the best out of your performance on that day, in that 90 minutes. That's all you need. He's not that guy. He's never been that guy. Most of the players, he's just boring. He's just one of them guys who as we've seen on the field so many times this season, the players just aren't inspired by him. They've got no kind of want or will or desire to fight for that man. So
you know the sad thing, Ash, he had that at the very beginning. At the very beginning,
I don't think he did.
No, but Ash, trust me, he did. Because remember when he said, era's supposed to come to an end, and he was all the quotes all over Twitter. Man. And everyone was like, "Oh my god, I love you, Ten Hag. Have my baby."
Yeah, there's so many quotes from players. There's so many quotes from players.
I'm saying, bro.
Be working under him, and they were saying the right things about him.
You know what I mean? Everyone was like, "Yes, Ten Hag, man, baptize me." You know what I mean? Everybody was saying it, man. But now the pressure's happened, bro. It's like Gary Neville, man. The pressure gets to you, bro. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing.
You know what it was, D? What you said earlier about playing Ajax football. He tried to play Ajax football in the Premier League for a couple of games, realised he couldn't do it, and he's been winging it ever since.
100%.
And he's just been playing survival football.
100%.
That's it. And that for me, you've got to end that, man.
You can have success doing that, though. That's the thing. Because even if he was winging it, carry on with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like me content creating. I started off this shit winging it. Look where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? It can work.
He couldn't
figure it out, man. Like, for real. If you not think this was a long-term plan and I had this vision planned out on a board, you crazy. I'm there now. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, no. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be on radio to talk some shit. That was it. Like, yo, Ten Hag, do your thing. Man. Yo, for real. I'm being deadly. I'm joking around, like, but it's like, yo, you had success last season. Just stick with that. You just should have kept going that route because and everyone would have shut up because the league isn't the strongest. And if we were 9 points better off, we'd be like, all right, we're pretty much round about where we should be. But this fall off has been crazy. Pressure though.
100%, man. Big up Jalapeno says, I am in Ten Hag for now because I am 100% convinced without these injuries we would be at least 2 more or wins better off in the league. I hear you, man, but for me, injuries look at Tottenham, man. Just look at Tottenham and you see why injuries are not an excuse, man. But listen, people, we're going to wrap up here. Then we just about got over the line with the likes as well, just in time. Over 1K in here. We should be on more likes, but if you can like the video, that would be great. Let's get it as much as you can. So if you enjoy the video, if you haven't enjoyed the video, fair enough, but big up to you for joining and watching. Dom, it's been a pleasure, man. Been out for a while, but listen, man, good show, man. Good, solid show. It's all about opinions. Big up to you, man, for coming on.
Oh, my pleasure, man.
Big up to you, man. Big up to Double A. Big up to you, man. What you got coming up? Kit rankings? Anything going on? What's going on?
Yeah, man. Like I said, this week being stuck in bed has knocked me back a week. But yeah, look out. Talking Kit, obviously, and Double A FC, obviously. My 2 channels. Just keep. Got some other big news coming soon, which I can't wait to drop. All very exciting. But as always, it's amazing to be back on this. Like it's normally a Sunday, but Saturday, no worse off, really, to be fair. Good to be back with my Unfiltered podcast brothers. Big up to Saeed. Good to speak to D for the first time.
That's my brother.
And Floss, obviously, and Ash as well. And the best chat on YouTube, as always. But make sure you're checking out these guys, liking these guys, subscribing to these guys, because, yeah, they are some of the best creators out there. And it's a pleasure to be here, to be fair.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't want Dybala as well. Dybala's not the one because
Leon trying to set you up,
Yeah,
he say you don't have it. People on your channel trying to set you up. Don't have it, man.
Leon trying to set me up, man. I'm like, listen, I wrote, is it 2018 again? For me, you wouldn't even see Dybala play, even though I think he's a good player. He's just injury prone, man. Ash, big up to you for coming on, man. Love for tuning in, man.
Yeah, appreciate you having me. A pleasure as always, boys. Thanks for the chat, for joining as always, boys. As I say, almost every stream, this is quality free content here. Do you know what I mean? Premium free content. The only thing it costs you is a like. That's it. Just a like. Yeah. That's all we're asking for. Do you know what I mean? So, and check me out, Ash Meppers, on a few platforms, and I'll see you boys next week.
Yeah, man. Big up to you. Flawless, man. We're going to be redirected to Flawless's stream in about 5 minutes. I think he's live. So I think this is the question here. Haven't seen any Arsenal slander in a while. I'm sure you got a show now about Arsenal as well.
You ain't heard no Arsenal slander in a while. You've not been watching, man. You know what I'm saying? I have been enjoying the Arsenal tears over the past 7 to 10 days. Clearly, you not go watch the Back Again podcast just alone. Or you don't follow me on socials, Knowledge. I thought we were boys as well, but hey, we moved.
Big up Jamaica as well, Knowledge. Big up Jamaica, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, big up Jamaica, man.
But yeah, on, as Saeed was saying, the United Chelsea Spurs show coming up. So I'll be with Surfer and Jez talking all things United, all things Chelsea, all things Spurs, and just subscribe to the channel. Sarcasm City TV, road to 10K. But make sure you subscribe here, because Saeed, look how many great content creators Saeed gets on his platform, not just on this show, but just in general. So run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. Roll to what for you? What astronomical number are you on?
8590K, man. That'll be it.
There we go, man. Roll to 100K, man. You feel me? Yeah, man. Thoroughly deserved as well.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Guys, big up to everybody who's been here. Like I said, we did a show today. I think Sunday night, I thought, you know what, let me just chill Sunday night, relax. Saturday night, why not just do a show? Because we've got a game on Monday anyway as well. So big up to everybody who's tuned in. Like I said, Sarcasm City now. Like the video on your way out. I'll see you tomorrow for the Arsenal watch along at Liverpool. Hopefully, Liverpool get beaten. We don't want to see them Scouts lot win a trophy. So hopefully they get beat as well. We'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye. Peace.